Yay, another Sunday.
Sunday.
What's up, Joe? What's up, Dade?
Yeah.
Not much.
What?
Beautiful
Your
Sunday.
mic is a little loud.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
All right, we're good.
Yep. How's your weekend shaping up?
It's a beautiful weekend. It was nice. Sun was out, wasn't too hot. Humidity kind of tempered a little bit. So I was happy to just sit on my ass for a while and do nothing.
We had another tornado warning today. Fun times. New York State, the home with tornadoes now.
We had our watch on Thursday night and kept going through, and they kept extending it by like 15 minutes each time. It was like, there's tornadoes in your area at 9:30, and then they extended it to 9:45, then they extended it to 10:15. It's just a pain.
Jeez. And it sucked because we got hit with a microburst.
Microbursts are rough. It's just almost, it's not as bad as a tornado, but it's pretty bad in terms of the wind.
You guys are dealing with Debbie right now, aren't you?
Debbie's made her way through.
She's in Canada causing trouble.
Yeah, I suppose so.
It was bad. It was weird because it rained all day. It wasn't that much rain, and then
I got a ton of rain.
4 o'clock, the wind just started whipping up. Parts of houses was falling apart, shingles flying everywhere. We got like 7 or 8 trees uprooted. It was insane. And then power went up at 4:30. I was like,
I hate power outages here. I'm out in the country, so number one, it's pitch black when the power goes out. It's like it is pitch black. You can't. If there's no moon, you can't see your nose in front of your face. Plus, I have a well, so no power means no water as well.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah.
So all my neighbors came outside. We're hanging out in front of my place and in the yard and started drinking. Oh my God, I had so much wine. Glow sticks. There was music. Turned into a mini trashy rave.
Oh no, you threw a mini trash rave.
But you know what? It's at least you got neighbors that are friendly enough to come out and do that, and that's a good community. It's good to know your neighbors and that stuff.
And by the way, I'm giving away some comics today. So if you're watching, type Joker in the chat. Give away 4 books throughout the stream. So you have to be here to actually win the book. Everybody that won their books last week or should have already received them. If not, they're receiving them Monday. Except for Taladia, he who's in England, probably get his books next month.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Oh my God, I was so mad. I was like, I wanted to be on Renovision Friday night. I wanted to show up stuff.
It was just me and Sticks carrying the torch.
It was a nice, well-oiled, streamlined show.
It did, yeah. It flew through. I looked.
Yeah, it's because everybody else wasn't there.
I was like, it's 10. I was like, it's 10:45. And we're through everything. So I'm like, oh, all right.
That's funny.
I remember those blackout block parties, though. We've done that. I've done that before down in Texas. Like everybody lost power, so we just went outside and partied.
My neighbors is like I got one neighbor that's like 3-4 acres over on the right side, one that's like 2 or 3 acres over on the left side, and then I got somebody across the street. So all I hear when there's a blackout are generators going on.
Yeah.
I might need a pen to write down names.
Yeah, we would break out the grills and
right back.
Yeah, they last well. They tend to last a long time too out in the country, but
yeah,
I'm never that lucky. My power outages always end up happening at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night normally. So stuck with the overnight.
Oh, let me say, Hey,
Last-
Mama Bear. Hey,
last
Max.
last power outage we had was we had here in Missouri was like 3 hours, and it was in the middle of the night. Like it started
That's
at
not
like
that
8 o'clock, and it went out till. Well, no, it was bad. The bad part of it was I was in the middle of a stream.
It happens.
Ooh.
It happens.
Yeah.
At least at blackouts at night, you go to sleep, you wake up, usually the power's back on. Usually.
Yeah. Yeah. I always hear everything. Once everything kicks back on in my house, it wakes me up out of a dead sleep because everything's beeping and starting up and doing all kinds of stuff.
Making noises.
Mm-hmm. Old
Sorry,
house. Old house. Now those noises are loud everywhere.
Oh, dude, same here. We've got an older farmhouse here too, and it's you hear stuff.
Yeah.
But Brucifer, sorry I was late. I was finishing the X-Men comic.
Oh, okay.
It was a long. It felt very long, that comic.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll get into that when we get to it, I guess.
2 of the
Yeah,
books this week were number 2, so I went back and read the first issues. And I started reading at 5 o'clock, so I burned out 5 comics in an hour.
That's good.
Because I had my weekly D&D game that I run today, so
Cool.
my guy my group has entered into the storming the castle phase of the story, which is going to last the next 3 sessions.
It's something I never got into. I never did the D&D thing.
I've got in high school.
Risk, yes. Risk parties, yes.
I got a good group on Discord, so that's where we play. And yeah.
I always enjoyed Risk parties because
Risk is freaking awesome.
Everyone will get gradually drunker and drunker and drunker as you played, and then it just got more belligerent as the night went on. Which was
with awesome. More attitude and more attitude and more attitude and more belligerence as the night goes on. Yeah.
Fist fights over Kamchaka all night.
We can start now. BK is here. Type in Joker in the chat.
The party can start.
My dad was a jackass. My dad would always build up all of his armies in Australia. He let himself get beat back to Australia and then just keep building up and building up and building up. And then he'd explode out of Australia.
Then he'd make the rush.
Then he'd explode out of Australia and start taking stuff.
All right, let's get to some news. So first up, Deadman anime series in early development at DC Studios. There's no writers attached and has yet to be greenlit. This is a rumor. I hope this is true because I would love to see a Deadman animated show. If I can't get a live action yet,
I would love it as well, especially for the simple fact that I want them to bring in more of the Justice League Dark style characters in to that mainstream DC and DCU so that we can maybe actually get a Justice League Dark.
Yeah, because there's no way in hell that this new DCU should be without a Justice League Dark. We've been waiting a decade or more for it. It's ridiculous that they haven't announced something yet.
Dude, I want an actual John Constantine. No disrespect to Keanu Reeves, but I want an actual comic accurate John Constantine.
I liked the Keanu Reeves movie. I know it wasn't perfect, but it was a well done movie. It was good.
I'm not saying it wasn't good. I just
I know. Yeah.
The
guy that played it on
Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, well, he also started that in the NBC series when they had a Constantine series as well.
Yeah, that was a good show.
It was decent. That guy plays a great Constantine.
He really does.
He's a lot of fun.
I love out of all of the CW Arrowverse shows, I loved Legends of Tomorrow. Was great. It was my favorite show because you literally got the B team heroes.
Yes,
you did. If you're here late, please type Joker into the chat to be entered into giveaways. I got 4 or 5 books to give away today. So you have to be here in the chat to get not you, Dade. You have to be here in the chat to get the book.
Hey man, I need books for the background so I can start using camera again.
Uh,
You,
so
you can't bust a guy for trying.
I'll send you a book, not these. Jeez. I'll send you the Death of Superman or something. There's only 8 million copies of those out there.
There's only 8 million copies of those.
You got some Turok #1s on your way.
Ooh.
Oh, story behind that. I had a whole box of those, dude. Like a whole long box full of those at one point.
Everybody had Turoks.
Well, my dad back in the 90s, he thought like he got into buying comics and he thought he got really big into the speculator, bullshit. And he started buying #1s from everybody.
Yeah.
So we had we had a whole room in our house. It was nothing but long boxes of comics. And my dad with his speculating ass going on.
I want to pay for college with this Death of Superman and these X-Men ones.
And the only thing he ever made money on was X-Men #1s. Like literally.
People still buy X-Men #1. They still buy Spawn. They still buy
He had
90s books. Death of
Spawn
Superman.
still sells well.
He had some
price.
Spawns.
Ninjak.
He had some Spawns. He mostly had X-Men #1s, but then he had all the old Image #1s with the chromium covers and everything.
Oh yeah, those were all the Liefeld books and Jimmy Wildcats and Liefeld stuff. Yeah.
Well, and don't forget the what was Rye and all those independent books from
all the Valiant stuff.
Valiant stuff.
Valiant.
Oh my god! I thought Valiant was going to destroy DC and Marvel when it came out because everybody was so hyped for it.
Dude, Valiant was cool, man.
It was very short-lived.
It was short-lived, but it was cool.
Well, Valiant, they're relaunching a bunch of titles now.
Bloodshot and all of that.
Yeah, they're relaunching all that stuff now.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give away a book right now. Give away one now. Might as well. Because we got 7 viewers. We got 5 people, excluding Dave. But I think I'll give away this Comic-Con exclusive Batman facsimile.
Come on, dude. I love that cover.
I love it.
That's a nice Adams cover, man.
It is. So make sure you got Joker in the chat. So the first winner for tonight is no.
Give mine to somebody else, man. Come on.
Who do you want to give it to in the chat?
Actually,
Still out of here yet?
The guy hates on me a lot, but go ahead and give it to BK.
Oh, BK, congrats.
I'll say I didn't ever give you anything, buddy.
Hit me up in Instagram with a message on BK. Hey Terry. They gave you
I gave you that facsimile book because you're a badass, BK. So there you go. You got a book coming your way, homie.
All yours, BK.
That's a badass Neil Adams cover. There you go.
Still 4 more books to give away. I'll show you the next book coming up. Ooh,
nice prison. Jenny.
He's a Harley cover. It's a Harley cover.
I love Harley. So make sure you put Joker in the chat to be entered. BK is shocked.
Of course he
BK
is.
Equal opportunity. He hates everyone. He does hate everyone. So moving on. Warner Brothers confirmed they're looking at licensing their franchises to other video game studios, which Marvel did a few years ago and has been very profitable for Disney and Marvel licensing out their characters to other game studios. It's about time.
That helps.
Warner Brothers should not be making video games. I'm sorry.
No, they shouldn't be.
No, they definitely shouldn't.
The last, what was it? Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League was a train wreck. Holy crap!
Now that wasn't just a train wreck. That train came off the rails. Okay.
Yeah,
They should do.
it's funny. People actually enjoyed it when it first came out, and then they started doing patches and updates, and then it became like the worst game ever. Broken. It's insane. People just gave up.
Yeah, they're about to release another patch for it here soon.
Oh yeah, Arkham Asylum.
Yep.
Rockstar should get it. And what was that one? Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights. Gotham
Yeah.
Knights sucked.
It had such great characters, but such a bad game. I don't get it.
I tried playing it with Red Hood, and it fell apart like 10 minutes in. I was just like, nah, this sucks.
Red Hood and his magical guns.
Yeah. It just sucked. It sucked. It sucked. It sucked. It sucked.
Game studios under WBD. When Zaslav says they're leveraging them, he doesn't mean sell. Not yet. Oh. Those question deals with beyond belief if the stories are true.
It's for games.
Don't forget, type Joker in the chat if you want to be in the giveaway. There's only 4 people entered.
It's for games. You're not going to see any movement on that for years and years and years.
Yeah, this right here. They won't see profits from this film, like you said, for years. So they could try, but license. Look what Marvel and Sony deal. That Wolverine and Spider-Man game. Wolverine, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
WBD should take hints and already have been doing this. Give me a freaking DC Mortal. Give me another what's that stupid fighting game?
Mortal Kombat?
But not Mortal Kombat. Hey Chris. Hey Terry. Injustice League 3. Where's my Injustice League 3, damn it?
I know, right?
There should be an Injustice League 3 already. Dude,
There
Chris,
should
we know you're a Joker. You don't have to keep saying it. All right, next up. Disney decided to go back to what they're known for, family-friendly entertainment with announcements of Toy Story 5, Incredibles 3, Frozen 3, and Zootopia 2. I think it's a smart move. These are Disney. This is Disney's bread and butter, family-friendly animated movies.
Well, I think.
Definitely.
I think they see how some of their current fare works for established IPs that have a decent following. So.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's been almost when did Incredibles 2 come out?
Hold on a second.
I didn't even remember Incredibles 2 coming out.
2018. I didn't like it as much as Incredibles 2. I mean, Incredibles 1.
I'm a grown-ass man, so I don't watch any of these.
Yeah, it took 14 years. It took 14 years between 1 and 2.
Wow. And then Frozen. I don't think I saw Frozen 2. I saw the first one, and I realized it's not for me. I'm not singing Let It Go. I'm not doing a meme with Let It Go. But I'm happy people are getting their sequels to their beloved properties. Even though my God, I will say this, I do hate Toy Story because my godson and his cousins, every time that's all they wanted to watch was goddamn Toy Story.
There's a snake in my boot.
You hate Toy Story because you hate love. No.
Love is for suckers.
Yeah. Once my kids became old enough to have no interest in watching any of these types of movies, I no longer watch any of these types of movies as well.
Of course, Joe, because again, you hate fun. I'm messing with you.
I like what I like. It ain't this kind of stuff. This is not my free time sit down. Oh, Toy Story 5. That's it now. That's
Yeah,
Joe enjoys. He enjoys stuff like this.
you love old man
yeah,
stuff.
I love Buck Rogers.
You love old man stuff.
I do. I watch a lot of 40s and 50s noir films.
Of course you do.
Can't tell you what the last Pixar movie I saw was.
I have to say I like Joe whenever my kids got old enough for me to not give a fuck anymore about these things. I quit as well.
That was the only
Oh,
reason I
yes.
ever watched them. I was never a Disney person growing up either. I just like as a kid.
What I think is funny is got into it with somebody on Twitter the other day, and they got let out this exasperation, and they were like, "God, I hate you Disney adults," and I was like, "Good, I'm not one."
I don't necessarily dislike any of these products. They just like it does nothing.
Doesn't
Does
appeal to
nothing
you.
for me. I liked the first few Toy Story movies. I thought they were cute. I like the first Incredibles, but again, in context of watching them with my children, not something I'm going to sit down and be like, "Ooh, Incredibles is playing now. I better sit down and watch this." That's not in my wheelhouse.
Hold on, we got a super chat from Chris. Wow, who hates Toy Story? Me. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Lord BK, they can win back Lightyear fans and do the Lightyear Rangers film.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Why can't they bring back the Apple Don't think?
That would not meet standards. That would not meet current standards at all.
No.
They would have to sanitize a lot.
I know, right?
I was watching some R Gang, some old Little Rascal stuff a while back.
Oh,
And I
dude,
was like,
you
wow.
couldn't these days with that. You just couldn't.
No, it
Which is
wouldn't work.
which is a shame. It's a shame. It really is, because people should be able to get that kind of thing too. But you know, it is the way of the world.
Yeah, I think
I
the
suppose.
only kids movie that'll come on.
Comedy evolve. So
The only kids
Yeah,
movie
we'll
that'll
keep
come
them.
on that I will sit and watch when it does come on is Milo and Otis, which is awesome.
I like
'Cause
that movie.
I love Dudley Moore.
I like Milo and Otis just simply because of good
It's
movie.
nice and calm and simple. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
do we need to have Mama be on the panel to talk?
There's nothing. There's nothing.
love?
I shall clarify. There's nothing wrong with adults watching Disney movies. I'm just saying personally, that's not where I'm at.
My dad, big old British father of mine, used to buy Disney movies back in the 80s and stuff, and he'd tell, when people would look at him, and he'd tell them, "Hey, it's for the kids." It was really for him. It really was for him. But
all
he
right.
would admit it. He would admit it to the family, just not to the people at the store.
Hey, Power 900, thank you for showing up.
Talk about an old. Making myself look old. You guys remember Columbia House Video Club?
Oh yeah.
We were
Yeah.
part of that. Like, you had to buy so many tapes a year.
Take
Terry Floyd got a question for you, Joe. Do you want to build a snowman?
I think the last children's movie I saw in the theater was many moons ago. I took my daughter to go see Coraline when it came out in the theater, but that was just my love of gaming. And I'm like, oh, here's a kids movie. Take you to go see Coraline.
The last time I went to a kids movie was 2017, 2018 when I took my. You still owe them money.
Oh my god!
I took my my daughter's, my oldest daughter's daughter, so my oldest grandchildren. I took them to see, I believe it was Incredibles 2 at the theater.
Wait, Columbia House had a laser disc?
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
I didn't have a laser disc player. Jeez. Chris said, I robbed BMG in Columbia House blind. I can believe that. I can believe that.
No, my dad got to where he got to collecting videotapes, and he would spend, because back in the 80s, videotapes were expensive, man, like $50, $60 a piece. My dad would order like 20 of them a month from the Columbia House Video Club. So he'd spend a couple hundred. Of course, he had the money. It's just Wow.
I will say that the last children movie I saw this year probably was Revenge of the Sith. 'Cause he killed
Revenge
a
of the
lot of
Sith.
kids. He killed a lot of kids in that
He,
movie.
he definitely did.
Sony might bringing it back. Credit card required. Oh my god, I can't. I was an
'Cause
arch criminal when it comes to music. I was doing what was that stupid music download service?
Napster.
Napster. Dude, I don't know how much music I
Dude.
downloaded.
Dude, I was doing Napster and LimeWire.
LimeWire was great for porn.
Dude,
Just
I
saying.
had 3 computers. I had 3 computers going in my bedroom, and one of them was doing nothing but downloading stuff I shouldn't have been downloading. Oh my god, I just admitted that on YouTube. Anyway.
All right. I'm going to give away another comic book after this slide. So make sure you type Joker into the chat to be in the giveaway. We only have 6 people. We have 11 people watching. People don't like free stuff here. Napster bad. Napster was bad. I think, what was it? Metallica took them down.
Metallica and a couple of other bands.
my kids
the
enjoy
Joker.
How to Train a Dragon a bit. Hey, my kids just don't give a shit about movies. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just that age where
Dude, most of this generation of kids don't care about movies because they've got,
don't.
they've got tablets and shit. Video games.
Yeah. So hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Tell your friend, tell your mother, tell your father, and tell if you're in the South, tell your cousin that you're dating.
Oh God!
Or in the Midwest. If you're in the Midwest,
some of us sons of the soil don't appreciate that.
Oh, ouch! I am so glad when he makes those tags, it's not aimed at me. My British ass was not a born Southerner.
All right, next up. Before we do this, I'll do a second giveaway.
There you go, smart man.
6 people in the giveaway. I understand, but okay. Oh, so it's going to be a Harley throwback 1970s inspired cover. This is Harley 13, 20, 39. Jeez. I've been banned from here. So I was taking a shot at Chris. Make sure you put Joker in the chat. I'm about to run this. All right. And the winner is
Hey!
Chris. Congrats. I never win anything. Yeah. Yeah.
That is actually a badass cover.
Congrats.
A little bit of Harley.
Just a little.
Actually won. I'm only going to see Incredibles 3, Toy Story 5, and Zootopia 2. So, all right. Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy on his upcoming Star Wars movie. There's only so many times that Star Wars movies can revisit the same section of the timeline because I don't want to do a Star Wars film that is redundant to others, nor am I interested in doing one that has to serve another movie. I really want to craft something that felt organic to me in both in tone and characters. So he wants to do a standalone movie. It doesn't connect to anything that's away from the Star Wars. I mean, the Skywalker saga era, whatever.
I wonder what era they're going to stick him in.
But the thing is, you can stick them in the same era and do a different story. You could do a bounty hunter story. It could be in the same era. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a universe. I always hate how small the universes get. It's like, well, but Luke's doing. It's a goddamn universe. There's a bunch of planets. There's a bunch of other shit going on.
That's
Everything
why.
doesn't have to have Luke.
That's why. And yes, I'm going to
Skywalker.
say it. I'm going to say it for everybody that wants to get an attitude with me. I loved The Acolyte because of that.
Brian's here.
They don't let me down. So.
Well wishes, buddy. Well wishes.
Yeah, I hope you're getting better, bud.
Between you and Chris, you're driving me crazy with these hospital visits.
Think he's driving you crazy? You think he's driving you crazy? I live here with Chris.
But I think, with his success with Deadpool and Wolverine, they're gonna give him a blank check. Here, what period do you want to do? You want to do Old Republic? You want to do High Republic? You want to do Future Republic? You want to do a multiverse?
I want to see rogues and bounty hunters, and that's the type of movie I've wanted for a while because they have a great set of characters.
I actually want a Starfighter movie like Rogue Squadron. If they could ever get, because I loved those novels back in the old extended universe.
Yeah, well, they killed Patty's movie after she shit the bed with Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she's the only one that can do one.
No, but how many times are they going to go back to the well for that? They'll probably just move on to something else. It doesn't even be fun.
It doesn't even have to be Rogue Squadron. It could be any fucking squadron at this point for me. I would enjoy it. You give me Star Wars Top Gun and I'll be happy.
That's fair. I mean, that's what Rogue Squadron was supposed to be, or Patty's movie was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But,
you said, did you say Star Wars Top Gun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking squadron movie, Star Wars Top Gun, and I'm good, man.
Yeah, I would have loved to have read. Well, I don't think really Patty should be writing anything. I'm fine with her directing, but
and also give me more Sith stuff. Give me more Sith viewed.
I agree. I love
Sith viewpoint stuff. Give me Sith viewpoint stuff and Star Wars Top Gun, and I'll be happy.
Yeah. I don't think I've had you on the show since Acolyte ended. What was your overall thoughts of the season?
Okay, I had some problems with it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to completely kiss the show's ass. But that being said, all of the people that were complaining about it by each episode, that was retarded. You should never get mad about a single episode. Okay, if you're going to do that, just go. Just don't watch it. Whatever, But I mean, I'm not going to completely say if you don't like it, don't watch it. But whatever.
I'll say that. I say it all the time.
Well, I do too, but the thing is, like, I can't say it about certain people because that's how they make their money. Whatever. But like, I just don't see and why I say that. And let me clarify why I say something like that is because if I watch something and I don't enjoy it, I don't waste my time with the rest of it. I did that with Rings of Power. I watched the first 2 episodes of Rings of Power. It was boring as hell.
Oh.
And I couldn't handle it. But then you have things.
Revisit it since the season's ended. You can watch straight through.
I'm going to before second season starts.
Because second season they said it's going to be action packed from beginning to end.
Well, look, I will.
That's what they say.
I've got to go back. I've got to go back and do that with Andor too because I didn't like Andor starting off either. So.
Andor had to be watched in a complete season with people.
But that being said, going back to my thoughts on the Acolyte, I actually liked I liked the story. I think, and this is going to be a bit controversial, I don't think Amanda Steinberg was the right actress for the character.
That's not controversial. I thought Ocean and May were the worst characters in the season.
But I liked what was going on with with Master Soul. I think
Yes,
Jay.
the groomer.
The
I think
groomer.
Jay. I think
The
Jay knocked it out of
kidnapper.
the park. But the whole tinge towards the dark side, I want more of that. I just want it to be a little bit better refined. And I think they're
I
there.
can make people really mad. I like all Star Wars that have been coming out. So have I. I liked all Star Wars, except I'm not watching Jedi Adventures. I'm not watching that. I am not getting into Wayseeker's Lane and watching.
Well, that's kid. I mean, it's made for kids. I mean, it's made for small children. So yeah, that's understandable. You know, I always am weirded out by people who are like, I don't like Jedi Adventures or what. Well, it's made for like 6-year-olds, so maybe it's not the demo that you're a little outside of that demo they're shooting for.
True. So, I will wait for a trailer to if this actually happens, because you never know what's gonna happen between now and them actually getting this project started.
Chris, check your messages. You got the link there.
I think Andor was the best thing they did so far in terms of modern Star Wars stuff, in terms of putting together and crafting a solid story with solid acting. A lot of it was on site, so it wasn't a bunch of green screen stuff. It just had a good feel to it. I enjoyed it.
I agree. So, if you haven't typed in, type in Joker, because the next book that will be given out shortly will be a foil Batman Comic-Con. Forgot what con this was from. Exclusive.
First Damien?
Batman 655, the first Damien.
Oh wow, that is a shiny, pretty cover.
It is a shiny, pretty cover. I like shiny, pretty.
I like shiny, pretty too because I want to get
And it's a
that
good foil,
slabbed
too.
and hang it on the wall.
I don't like the shiny covers.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah,
Hello?
what's up, Chris?
What is up, Chris?
It's were you waiting to win, then come on panel? Who gets to make first Star Wars movie series set in Northeast Ohio in the 1980s?
What the hell? Northeast Ohio? Really? Well, I mean, Earth must be in the Star Wars universe because ET was like home, home, home when he saw Yoda. So, just saying.
Yeah.
And there were ETs in the Senate chamber.
And
go ahead, Chris.
Is my shit working? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good. We can hear you.
Every time I have to unplug my microphone so I can listen to music to my surround sound. And when I plug the microphone in, the settings are all off. But anyway, what did you say about you like shiny, pretty things? Bruce.
What?
You like shiny, pretty? Is that what you said?
Yes, I like shiny, pretty things.
Well, you said that too, though, Bruce, right? You said that?
And then you'd love that Corey.
Well, just so you
love that Corey Feldman concert.
Just so you know, the one that I'm sending you is Chrome.
Stop.
What?
Stop.
What I do? What? You just got that?
This is a wholesome family show.
Oh, and let's all right. Just check it.
In case you guys missed Max's stream. Was it Max's stream?
It was Max's stream last night. You're gonna sneeze. He's gonna. Oh, bless you! I saw that. He tried to hide it. Oh my god, he's got fucking COVID. Look.
Chris is sending me a chromium cock ring.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh wow.
I can't remember how it started, but I'm like, all right.
I don't know how it started either. I will unpackage it.
I'm really glad that Brian is okay. You know, that's crazy that me and Brian ended up in the hospital in the same week for the same shit. Fucked up blood sugar. I had toxic levels. I didn't know it could go that high, Bruce. Remember I told you that the nurse told me that she goes, baby, my machine tops out at 750 and you went past that. I couldn't read your blood. And I'm like, I don't know what I'd done wrong. I don't really,
I'll be back in a second, boys.
Me and Thader here, we don't crush a lot of sweets. We drink a lot of energy drinks, but that's
Nah.
it. Like, we don't really crush a
Yeah.
lot of sweets, or we only eat once a day. So I don't know, man. Mama Bear, you should
Naughty.
be in here
Get
because the
older.
only voice I like more than Bruce's voice is your voice.
Hey,
So-
Joshua. Did you get
I
your?
can't believe I won that Harley book. That's really cool. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it though, Bruce. just glad I
Joshua
won.
won a
Read it?
book last
To
week.
read it?
Did you get your book, Joshua? If not, it should be delivered tomorrow. What? This Harley book that you just won?
It's really cool. It's really cool, man. I like that. Like it's got like a
Nice,
disco vibe, like an
nice.
80s. Yeah, man. I like that. She looks like a Bond girl. Like she does. She looks like a Bond girl. The James Bond girl.
So when I first saw it, I thought Charlie's Angels.
Or that too. Yeah. Old Farrah
Yeah.
Fawcett look. Yeah.
Yep.
No shit. Yeah.
That Farrah Fawcett here. So, all right.
Joe, how have you been? Hold on. I didn't get to
Well,
see
I've been
Joe's.
golden.
I
I'm
missed.
golden,
I
baby.
missed the last run of it, and I didn't get to see any of Joe's pickups.
Oh, you'll see. I'll show you. I'll show them today.
All right.
I'll show my all my
Yeah,
sets.
we got some pickups. I'll do some pickups after we finish the news. Before we get into the comic stuff.
Wait a minute, Canadians. I forgot about that. Canadians have a thing for salmon. I forgot about that. They really
What?
do. Yeah, Canadians that's the best salmon I ever had was Canadian salmon, and they have the best. They have the best trout too. They have the best trout.
I am not a fan of seafood.
Not me either. I don't really do a lot of fish, but I can do salmon, tuna, and definitely trout.
I
I could do
don't eat a
some- I
lot
could
of
do-
it, but I do enjoy it.
I could do canned tuna.
Fuck! What a gangster! What a thug! What a badass! What a fucking.
I don't
Let me
use
see-
a can.
let me see your
opener.
muscles.
I use a knife and a can to open it. What muscle?
There you go. He just rips those
Yeah.
cans. Rips them open like Popeye. Just squeezes them real hard.
I just love it trying to. But all right, moving on. James Gunn. Hey James, is DC Studios going to be at NYCCC this October? I don't know.
My scooper, my guy, my
Your guy.
connection,
Your
Max.
connection. Go ahead.
Says yes.
Max
says it's
also said
happening.
that he was going to be at San Diego Comic Con.
Right, but hey, he sent a video. Max was half right.
Doesn't count. He was there in person.
I'm
If he
sorry.
recorded video doesn't count.
They missed the train. I mean NYCC. Yeah, NYCC is fun. It's not SDCC.
No, it's not, Joe. But it's you've been to a New York one at the Javits Center.
I haven't
They're
been there.
great.
But it's a good con. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have the PR hype. that
No, you're not going to
SDCC
get that.
has.
But if I
And
was James Gunn, Joe, you know what I would do? Because it's New York, okay? Jersey's right across the river. People are hyped.
Jersey.
James Gunn does a lot of
Boise.
James Gunn does a lot of kind of unorthodox type of stuff. I would release a trailer here at New York. I would give a
Trailer
little
for what?
Superman, just a little Superman teaser, just a
I mean,
little bit.
they'll own the con if they do something like that, which is maybe a way to go. That okay, well we bypass SDCC because then we're competing with Marvel, but we do something big at NYCC and then we carry all the press. But I mean, I don't know. Like the Downey stuff was just huge.
It's Gotham / Metropolis. I mean, that's where they're in they're on the turf. Maybe New York or New Jersey, but it's technically Gotham and Metropolis. I mean, they could pull it off, and he could do
It's
like an
Gotham.
announcement saying, "Hey, we're
Metropolis
doing
is
this.
Chicago, come on.
We're doing this." I wish it was. I love Chicago. I'm from Chicago. I wish it was Chicago. I would love for it to be Chicago. But I just think if they're like, this is the home of Superman, this is the home of Batman, this is the home of DC, boom. And then they fucking throw out a little trailer.
But-
Oh my God, they would break the internet.
If James Gunn does show up with a big panel at NYCC, that would change from the norm because NYCC is not known for big movie film announcements.
No, it's
like I said.
mostly like vendors, Bruce, and
And-
it's cosplaying. That's the big thing whenever I go.
And video games.
Yeah, and video games. Like the last time I went, believe it or not, the last time I went to a New York Comic Con was the night they released Joker. It was the same night, the same weekend. They released Joker that night on a Friday.
Wait,
I went
this-
Friday and Saturday.
When is Joker 2 releasing anyway?
2008.
Is it the
Oh, I
same
don't know
weekend as
when.
Joker 2. Let me see. Is it the
Should
same
be
week as
soon.
New York Comic Con? October 4th. It is.
They could always do the hey, here's the screening. We're doing.
They
at the
did it
same
just like they
time.
did Joker. Yeah, they did the first Joker that way in 2018 or 19 when I was there. I can't remember what year.
Oh,
But
no,
I want to say 18.
NYCC is 2 weeks after
Yeah.
Joker releases.
Even still, you could do something.
Yeah. If they do show up, they'll probably Creature Commandos. Maybe they'll have a clip of Corn Sweat flying around.
Anything, yeah, anything, Bruce. It'd be a big deal. Like, look, if people freak out and do entire 2-week, 4-hour long every night fucking streams about the guy's cape, okay? Can you imagine if they get a little trailer? They'll freak out. They'll break the internet.
There was 2 weeks there. Everybody was talking about that cape and the
Man,
suit.
bro, if they'll deep dive like that, imagine a 45-second trailer. Holy shit.
Yeah, people will freak out.
And Max says it's gonna happen, and Max is always right. So I believe Max.
Yes, Max
The,
is always right 5% of the time.
It better be polished. If they release anything, because of the whole thing with all the set photos and all that other, if they release something, it better be something polished. I mean, I know they're wrapping up filming and they're doing all the post-production stuff.
Is that what's going on right now? Post? Are they in post?
Yeah,
I
they're
believe
post.
so.
Okay,
yeah.
that's good.
So, just don't half-ass it. Don't give us something that's not polished as like some teaser, because then all people are going to do is bitch and whine about every little tiny detail that's not polished. It'll probably be polished. That'll probably be polished by the time it's actually on the big screen.
Look, I didn't want to say nothing, okay? Because I love you guys and I love DC, okay? And I love DC fans. But you guys know that that's what put me and Brian in the hospital, right?
Yes.
You fucking DC guys. You put us in the
Thank you.
hospital.
The constant chilling. Oh my god.
I love DC. I love DC, but I could care less about like.
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
You showed me set
You're
photos.
one
I'm
of the
not
good
going
ones,
to take
Joe.
that seriously.
You're one of the good ones, Joe. You're one of the good ones. Thanks,
It's crazy.
guys. I'm doing
Wait
all
till
right.
it gets on the goddamn big screen, and then make some legitimate, judgments. And do I care if his uniform is a mock turtleneck or a V-neck or a? I don't give a shit.
Nobody
Just give me a good
gives
movie.
a shit except little nitpicking like authoritarian elitists. And you guys have never been like that. I've
well,
never. Most guys gatekeep comics. You guys are always trying to get me into them.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I learned from another
I try all the
source,
time, Chris.
People have been gatekeeping Superman since like
Probably the
forever.
40s and 50s. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure, bro.
no,
Yeah,
dude.
for sure.
So like, if you could go back in time, you can find somebody gatekeeping some form of Superman. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you should see the people who gatekeep for Christopher Reeve.
Oh, you should see the people that were mad when Superman in the 1940s serials started to fly when he didn't fly in the comic books at the time.
Yeah,
He
he
didn't
used to
fly.
be able to jump really high.
Leap
That's
a
where
building in a
leap
single
tall buildings
bound.
in a single bound came from.
I
Yes.
do have a question about Superman flying, though. It came from Jason Mewes, and it was a good question. When Superman's flying, how does he make himself go faster? Does he just stick his arm out harder, or what? How does he make himself
Squeezes
go
his
faster?
ass cheeks.
He just
Oh,
thinks.
nice,
Yeah.
nice.
He
Yeah,
thinks.
he
Mama
clenches.
Bear's not coming on. I really
Clenches.
wanted to talk to her about her salmon. That fucking
Clenches.
came out
Clenches.
wrong. That came out way wrong. The salmon she's cooking.
Chris has been canceled from this stream.
I was like, damn, what happened?
I deserve that. I deserve that. It came
Fair,
out
fair.
wrong.
Well, I don't see anything wrong with asking him. Anyway.
That's what DMs are for.
Okay, fine. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
A good clinch to boost forward.
I don't know that
Super
first flight, both versions of it. The Zack Snyder version when he was in the black suit, and the one from the original Man of Steel. I love them. That first flight, that's my favorite part of the movie. So, yeah, I always just wondered how he does go faster, because it is kind of a good question. It's a dope ass question, man.
Just a note. Superman first flew in the Fleischer cartoons. That's where his first flights were.
Which is some amazing animation, also, by the way.
Yeah, considering the timeline. The time.
And
the
they
time.
actually, the people who made the Fleischer cartoon and made him fly in the cartoon, the comic books were like, "Oh, hey, that's cool," and that's how it ended up in the comics.
Well, I really liked the 60s run that they did, and then I liked the 60s style that was in the 70s cartoon. That was great.
Yeah.
And I really liked the 90s run. The 90s run was the shit. You know, a lot of people don't
90s.
like it for some reason. That's when I was like, that was the tail end of my comic, like collecting. But I
80s.
really loved early 90s stuff.
Late 80s through the 90s, Superman was awesome.
And I'm not even a Superman guy, but it's pretty cool. So James Gunn will probably show up. Matter of fact, I'm starting to right now. James Gunn is showing up and dropping the Superman trailer. I'm putting on
Yes.
Twitter right now.
Will show up wearing a Superman suit.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
putting on Twitter right now.
Yes, to answer Degrassi's question, Kryptonite did come from the radio show. Yes.
All right, moving on from this.
Crossy knows too much.
Here are some sales from comics. But for the first time in a very long time, Uncanny X-Men is #1 in sales. Batman 151, 2, Absolute Power, 3, Venom War, Spider-Man, Black Suit and Blood, Avengers 17, which is surprising to see. Gotham City Sirens, Ultimate Black Panther is still on the list. Scarlet 3, and Spectacular Spider-Man 6. See, it pays to start comic books over at #1. There's 17 different covers for this issue, Uncanny X-Men.
It pays for Marvel and DC to start over at #1. It just frustrates the hell out of the rest of us.
Doesn't bother me at all. I've been used to it since the 80s.
Yeah, but they didn't reboot as much as they did. They never used to reboot constantly in the 80s.
I'm not too broke up over it.
I am because of the issues with. Okay, well they reboot it. Now you have a #1. You have 40,000 covers. You have all this other bullshit that goes around it. It's just.
I'm just happy Krakoa's done.
And do you know
Yeah,
what it's like arranging short boxes when they reboot a series every time after like 10 issues? It's a real pain in the ass to keep things organized.
Well, I mean, from an organizational standpoint, I feel your pain, but
Oh my god! And I have OCD. Bruce, the shit you do, I'd lose my fucking mind. I would have a fucking anxiety
What do you
attack
mean?
once a week.
Why?
The sorting, the alphabetical shit, the putting it in
the
storage,
slides.
to make it, the
Yeah.
pressing, the slide, bro. I would
Well,
lose my
Chris-
shit, bro. Collecting
Chris,
comics.
Chris, that's why I'd end up doing all that boring shit for you.
Oh god, my OCD would drive me crazy. I freak out if my Hot Wheels aren't lined up perfectly. I lose my mind.
it's
You know.
not-
I mean, like Silk had I don't know how many damn series. They're all like 4-issue runs, and it was like boom, another 4-issue run, boom, another 4-issue run. And if I don't put my books away right away and organize them, I got them in stacks. I was like, I can't remember what volume this one's from.
Now we
I
got
can't.
the new
And-
Forza Hot Wheels.
I'm not taking every single book I have out of the bag, try to figure out what volume it was.
What is Spider-Man up to? Series 7?
I don't
7
think
or
they're
8.
rebooting it.
They've
Seven or eight.
rebooted Peter Parker 7 times. Are you
In
serious?
the main title, yeah.
Oh, well, the thing is, they're not even reboots.
They're not
Necessarily.
reboots, they're
Sometimes
just-
they are, sometimes they aren't. Like Uncanny X-Men, I get it. They were like, okay, let's kill all this Krakoa bullshit and let's relaunch the X titles clean, starting with something new, and that's fine. But
Well,
I
I
mean,
like that they killed the Krakoa stuff, but they didn't like take it. It's not like
they didn't retcon it. All right.
They
What the
didn't
fuck is a
retcon it.
What's a Krakoa? That island? That weird island?
Yeah.
Like
the island that
moving
they
island.
lived on,
Yeah.
the living
Yeah.
island. Yeah, they took away that. That's all done now. That you don't have the resurrection protocol.
I can't believe I knew that was an island. Like that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It must have subconsciously seeped in because I haven't read a Spider-Man comic in a long time.
This is X-Men, but yeah,
But I just know that island for some reason. I
yeah.
know that
Krakoa.
island.
Krakoa has actually been around since the 70s, but it became important over the last like 10 years. For
What's
whatever
that weird island where everybody vanished? All the colonists vanished.
reason. Roanoke.
Yeah, Roanoke. Yeah.
Down near Jamestown.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they reboot these things all the time. It's bad enough you have, I don't know how many Spider-Man titles out right now, but a lot. But then they keep rebooting the titles as well. So it's hard to keep up. It's really hard to keep up with all of it.
There's Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Ghost
No, it's
Spider,
Spectacular
Spider-Boy,
Spider-Man. Spider Boy.
Spectacular. This like what 7 titles, 8 titles?
Yeah,
Then we got
they
Venom
did. They were doing
War.
Superior again, I thought, as well.
Well,
think
we
that
had
ended.
like okay, so the last time I like heavily read Spider-Man, which is again gonna date my age, back in the 90s when I was reading Spider-Man, there was like 8 titles.
Confirmed,
3.
dated 60 years old.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know, four at most. You had ASM, Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man, and Spectacular.
Mhm.
That number
Yeah,
8.
yeah.
His name is spelled wrong. Sorry. The publisher,
The
writer.
writer is using
Yeah.
the incorrect.
That is the incorrect. The first name is incorrectly spelled. The last name is correctly spelled. Yeah.
Brian Hill.
I just noticed that.
And see, I was right. Uncanny X-Men #1 was written by Gail Simone. And
Yes.
actually liked
Yeah.
that issue, but we'll get to
We
that.
don't talk
when we get
about
to
that in reviews.
I had my feelings about it.
I
all I'll
have
say.
read the policy and understand. Submit. All right, let's go.
All right, next up. Mark Waid confirmed he will be doing 12 issues of Action Comics weekly. So it will be a 3-month arc starting from October and ending in December.
Jesus.
That's a tall order for a writer to do weekly comics for 3 months
Jesus.
without being delayed.
It's a good thing I'm not a huge Mark Waid fan, so I won't
I
have to
am.
worry about any of this.
I just don't want. I just want Mark Waid to stop whining. That would be nice.
He doesn't whine.
It's a nice shiny shirt he's wearing.
Is that the shirt Marco wears
Looks like it.
with less
Straight-
buttons?
Straight from the Marco collection.
Don't get me started.
Wow. Wow.
Don't get me started.
But
Anyway,
I'm happy for the Mark Waid. He killed it in what is that World's Finest?
look, the guy kills.
World's
it with
Finest
just
was a good
about-
run. The
The guy kills it with just about everything he does. I just want
Yeah.
him to stop whining. Just
He is.
legitimately want him to stop whining.
He's a bit of a big diaper baby.
Unfollow him. That's what you got to do. You don't have to see his whining.
No, I just have to have other people tell me he whines. Did you?
Actually,
Did you
Weekly was a fun book
literally,
back in the
I
day.
get messages. Did you see Mark Waid? He's whining about this again. I don't care. I don't care.
Are there enough people reading Superman to have a weekly?
Yeah,
It's not
Ooh, I don't
Spider-Man. I understand the two big dogs will always be Spider-Man for Marvel, Batman for DC.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time a Superman book was up in the high volumes on a weekly basis.
I
or monthly
I
basis.
think what they did. I think what he did with World Finest, they're hoping to repeat with Action Comics.
Repeat, yeah.
So
All right, I'm going to start another rumor on Twitter. I'm sorry, X. I'm going to start another. Here's Mark Waid will be at New York Comic Con with James Gunn to drop the Superman trailer.
you're a dick. You're a dick.
I'm just going to start so many rumors.
Chris, stop
Right.
it.
Bye.
It didn't keep Mark Miller from bringing EBS back to DC.
Right.
Jeez. All right. Next up, X-Men 97 is currently being showcased at Marvel's animation panel. That was yesterday. Here's new suits for X-Men 97 inspired by Grant Morrison's run on X-Men. He did not design these costumes. He's the writer.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love that run of the X-Men, but I didn't. Hot take, didn't really
Whiteley
care too much for the outfits.
No, the outfits were horrible. But he again, that wasn't our that wasn't.
But the
on
story
Grant Morrison.
was great. His run was great, man.
Yeah, Grant Morrison
for
was
Extinction was amazing.
Grant Morrison was probably one of the best X-Men writers in the history of the X-Men comic. The problem is the art style sucked during his run.
I hated that art.
Wasn't that the Flash where he had a cameo? Split the timelines. Was it the Flash or was it where Grant Morrison had a cameo? Was it in the
Oh my
Flash
God.
where he had the cameo?
Yeah.
Degrassi, you're right. I need to rechange my I need to rechange my tweet. They're bringing Ethan Van Sciver with them to drop the trailer.
Miller's
Drop the
coming
trailer.
back and he wants EBS to come along. I don't
Oh
think
God,
so.
no!
No.
Oh God, no! Please,
Hey.
That's
no!
way too much
Hey,
baggage.
say what you want about that guy. That was a good Green Lantern. Man.
Oh,
no,
man.
no,
My favorite run
spectacular
of Green Lantern. My favorite artwork ever for Green Lantern. You know, and I know Ethan, I know him, but every time I try to talk to him about that, he just kind of pushes it on the rug. His Flash run was good too. Did you guys ever see his Flash run? His Flash
His
run was
Flash
very
run
good.
was good. His Green Lantern run was good.
He's just a douche, man.
He's a douche.
I hate it when there's a great artist out there, but they suck in real life. Like no, Anna's art is phenomenal, but she sucks.
She sucks.
She sucks, bro.
Who?
Anna, that Star Wars girl, she's incredible. Like her artwork is incredible. And I'm an artist, I would know. But when it comes to like oil and watercolors, man, she's got me beat by a New York mile. Ink, I'll destroy her. I'll destroy her with ink. But she's really not fun to be around in real life. She's a horrible person, man. Why are the best artists assholes?
I think there's a correlation there somewhere. It's just
Yeah.
prerequisite, maybe.
To be an
Maybe.
asshole.
I heard Frank Miller. ain't no picnic. I heard Frank Miller. ain't no
Well, you
picnic.
know, if
He's a
somebody's
great writer.
someone's constantly telling you how good you are, you're amazing, and
You develop a
starts to go to your
complex.
head.
No, it happened to some
You-
dude.
you
I
really think you're that
idolize
good?
Brian. You know how much I idolize Corey. Corey is one of the biggest inspirations I've ever had in my life for the past 20 years. Real life, real fucking dick, real fucking douchebag, real fucking arrogant. But I think it's because he's surrounded by yes men. You know, he's been told his whole life how great he is. Both his books went platinum. You know, he's the leader of 2 multi-platinum bands, Stone Sour and Slipknot. But yeah, he's kind of a dick. He's very arrogant, and maybe it is a prerequisite.
You know, you have to be in certain parts of business.
It makes sense. Like I'm not.
Yeah, you know, I've learned pretty early on in YouTube streaming. If you're not an asshole, people walk all over you in streaming.
Yeah, no, they will. They will. Why do you think I was so
On
hated at
stream,
first?
fool.
You fucking hated me. Why do you think I was so hated at first? You
still
even hated
dislike
me.
you.
That's a
I still
lie.
dislike you.
That's a
Come
lie.
on.
That's a lie. That's a
We
lie.
used to fight in the chat.
I know. It was fun. You're the only one that gave me a good argument. Why do you think I always came back?
Well, I'm not going to say anything. Anyway, moving on. Scott Snyder put this out today on X. DC's All In mission has 3 parts. It's all in the books. Starting in October, every book, new and continuing, will start new story arcs. We want to give you every kind of superhero story you could want, all at once. One massive jumping on point across the line.
Bruce, this might be Bruce with all your COVID, okay?
Shut up.
Just
You don't
constantly,
get
you got COVID. But I love this cover, but this might be where I jump back in right here. This might be what makes me jump back in right here.
So you can enjoy the every 3 years DC reboot.
Just so this could be a good jumping off point, and then I know how my mind works. It will make me want to dig back into the history of the Justice League and stuff like that, because that was the one part of DC I never really followed that much. Just the animated movies, and they're phenomenal.
All right. Number 2, we're all in as a company as DC. The goal was to have everyone excited to create a moment that celebrates superhero comics and invites you into one giant cake party. Ooh, so it wants
just a
all the
recycle.
DC factions to come back.
But again, this
Stop
is
fighting.
this is the same type of press release you get with every single DC reboot.
It's new this time. 3, all in the
Time is
stores.
a flat circle.
For retailers, people have come to believe that post-COVID, fans like to go to comic book stores once a month, but we believe all of us want to go every week. So weekly store visits is a huge goal. So every week, new stories will start, and we're going to reward you guys for buying DC Comics, classics, new and any, with some awesome giveaways. It's going to tie into all-in-one number 1. and Mark's new Justice League book. But it'll be fun. Thank you to you guys for supporting your local stores. They want to celebrate comics, bring fans back to the stores, have the local LCSs get the love that they deserve for being in the business for so long. Go out to your local comic book store, hang out, meet new people. Unless your comic book store owner's a dick,
No,
and you have
just
to
go
drive
out
40
in public and be a
miles
little asshole.
to go
and
to
tell
an
them-
LCS.
and then tell them King of Nerds sent you.
Yeah, pretty much. I think this is a great thing for them to start. But DC really, they haven't started. It's been what? How many years since they did a complete reboot?
Well, the whole COVID thing was screwed up because they were supposed to do that whole relaunch, and then that then they scrapped
Right,
that for
fell
Future
apart.
State. They scrapped that off and did Future State instead, and that
Future
was a
State
bit of a
doesn't
mess.
count.
But I mean that's what they did instead of the big reboot, and they reshuffled a few people around there at DC. So I mean it's not. It is what it is. I like a jumping off point where everything's going to start fresh. That's fine and that's good.
I think Dan Dildo. I like to call him Dan Dildo because he's a dildo for what he did to a lot of the titles. Some of those titles did not need rebooting. He could have just left it alone. We didn't need New 52. Just saying. That was me.
But that's what they do
Some
all
of the
the
songs
time.
in New 52 were okay, but most of it was
time. You got your rebirths, you do 52s, 8 Million Crisis. That's what they do. It's fine. It's fine, but don't come out and give me a press release and act like it's something different.
Nah, Mama Bear.
I still buy DC on the regular. I'll still continue to buy DC on the regular. I'm excited for new stories. I'm excited for some new titles and cleaned up titles. There hasn't been a good Flash book for a long time. But again, it's this DC does this all the time, so it's nothing new.
I agree, Degrassi. Didio was an egomaniacal, malignant narcissist.
And he's still 1,000 times better than C.B. Cebulski. But then again, a sack of potatoes with googly eyes on it is probably better than C.B. Cebulski.
Potatoes with googly eyes.
I beat a guy up with a sack of potatoes one time. No joke.
Or
At Aldi's, I fucked him up. No lie, true story.
He said at Aldi's.
At
What are you
Aldi's.
fighting for at Aldi's?
He pushed me into a cart. He was fighting with his wife, pushed me into the cart. I was like, hey, watch out where you're going. He started getting loud. He looked like he was going to throw me. So I just hit him with the bag of potatoes I had, busted him right in his face. Yeah. I used to have a really violent streak. I'm not that way anymore, I promise. I've been in therapy and stuff like that.
Yes, our sessions have helped.
They have.
yes,
We got a great comic book store here in Columbia, Missouri. It's where the Tigers play. It's a college town, and it's called Heroes for Sale, and that is the same name as the comic in the movie Pulp Fiction, or not Pulp Fiction, True Romance.
1 second, guys. We have the Queen has arrived. Mama Bear.
Hello, boys.
I love it when she does that.
Hello.
And I just to comment on what you guys were talking about when I popped it.
Go ahead.
I actually would put googly eyes on a sack of potatoes.
You can put googly eyes on anything, and it makes everything better.
I found a set that was big enough for the fridge. I so wanted to send it to my sister.
I love putting googly eyes on stuff.
Right,
No, for-
Samir? Right? Every time. It's never not hot. Every time she
Hey,
does
Samir.
it's hot.
Like one April Fool's Day,
I mean,
my
it's
sister put googly eyes on everything in the kitchen.
That's fantastic. That would make me happy. That would put a smile on my face for months.
That's why she did it.
Toad McSlapnuts. What the hell, Terry? All right. I might as well do another giveaway before we get into everything else. Rest
Yeah,
assured.
now that I've popped on.
So, Batman 655 convention exclusive foil, shiny, Batman, Damian, all the things you love in the comics. Please type in Joker in the chat if you want to be in the giveaway. We have about 9 people in the giveaway
Or
now.
Chrome.
So-
Type in the
Not
word
me.
Chrome.
I hate spoil. I hate foil.
I despise foil.
Shiny.
All right. And the winner of this book.
Oh, I didn't type in the chat. Forget.
Who will it be? Who will it be?
Who could it
Anthony
be?
Beltray, you bastard.
He fucking wins all the time. Everything, man. He always wins.
I will say that the last
Oh,
two
he's-
giveaways for tonight are pretty good giveaways. I'm not going to show you the last giveaway, but I will show you the next giveaway. If you don't stick around for the last giveaway, you may have lost your mind and you're going to regret it. So this is the next book up for giveaway. Little 90s Love, Silver Surfer 50. Little, what's that? What was this? Raised Chromium or whatever they called it?
It was raised spot foil, embossed
Yeah.
spot foil.
Who can
Embossed.
it be now?
I got a few. I still got a few copies.
So that
of
will be the next
beautiful
one.
Ron Lim. Beautiful Ron Lim.
And before we do that, we didn't do pickups.
You tell him, BK.
I'll go through my pickups pretty quick for this week. Little Absolute Power, little Spot Foil.
Where he looks like he's ready to kiss him.
Yes. Superpowers variant Batman. I love these action figure covers.
Have you seen the new McFarlane toy, the Batman 66 in swim trunks?
Yeah, I saw it. Little Poison Ivy, little old school Poison Ivy.
His Brooklyn came all out just now. Did you hear him? Yeah, I saw it. Say
Yeah,
he,
I saw it.
he full
Yeah,
Sopranos.
saw it.
Full Sopranos. All his Brooklyn came out just now. Yeah, I saw it.
DCU variant.
Nice.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
Scotty Young, Spider-Man, Black Suit and Blood. Little Spidey.
Everyone loves Scotty Spidey covers.
Little Venom War, Scotty Young. Uncanny X-Men #1. The Jim Lee variant. Of course, I had to have this cover.
Yeah, except for they put the trade dress in the wrong
I
place.
know. Oh, should I put it like this?
That's where I find it to be far more appealing in landscape format. Makes more sense seeing Rogue like that to me.
Definitely.
And this is Gun Honey. I forgot what issue, but I had to get this.
Now Warren Lau.
Wow. Hello.
I'll
Hello.
allow it. I will
Believe
allow
it.
it.
I believe that's coming before.
It has been
So,
allowed.
you got anything to show, Joe?
Yep. I got a little Tank Girl.
Hey, girl.
Tank Girl. What?
More Tank Girl. I
Joe's
love
a Tank Girl
series.
fan.
Oh yes, I
Yeah.
did a spotlight on Friday on Tank Girl. I got some Richard Morgan's painted cover. Big fan of his. So Coco Aspen.
What the hell?
It's beautiful.
What you doing with that gun?
I don't know, but the one before that was pretty hot.
Little Bang Bez. It's one of my favorite covers from 2023. I just love this book. I had to buy another copy. Another big fan. Another Bang Bez cover. A little Cedric Pilat.
There's a
Chun-Li?
running theme with Joe's books.
Yeah, no shit.
Chun-Li.
It's all thirst traps.
I'm
I'm in, Joe. I'm in.
Here's the biggest thirst trap of them all. There you go.
Barbie.
Wow. Wow, the original thirst trap. No shit. The original influencer. Miss Barbie.
And
Bio
by
Billy.
these,
I played that
I do
game.
Billy.
these are Amanda Connor's first covers. So
Oh, wow.
I'm hoping to see her next week at the con that's out here and get those signed because I'm a big.
I want to
Amanda
see
Conner
that one again. Who was that? She
Which
had
one?
the girl that was painted. She was all latex.
fan. This one?
Yeah, what artist is that?
This is Richard Morgan. He's out of the UK. He has a Kickstarter that will be going live again on the 20th of August for Blam and Glam, which is a great series that he does. All the interiors are done by him. It's all
He's got a
painted stuff.
very similar style to Olivia. Do you guys know who Olivia is?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's got a very similar style to her. Like
his
big time.
books are great, and on the Kickstarter, it will be for issue 9 of Blam and Glam, and you'll be able to have catch-ups in there as well if you want to get any of the back issues. But there's also a nice variant cover from Suspiria and another variant from Bang Bez. So it's good stuff. I like him a lot. I'm always happy to promote his stuff whenever possible. So I enjoy his work.
Next segment up, comic reviews. We actually have some good books this week.
Yeah.
Gatchaman number 2.
I couldn't
What were
get
your
through
thoughts on this book, Joe?
I couldn't get through it. I'm sitting there reading it, and all I'm thinking to myself is, I prefer to watch this as an animated series, not read it as a comic book. It was good. The art was good. It's fun, but I just like, to me, I'm just like, I'd rather just be watching this animated.
It's good. It brings back that nostalgia of the original TV show.
Yeah.
I did kind of fanboy when they turned the God Phoenix into a Firebird. I was like, hey.
Well, speaking of the Phoenix, will you do something for me? Do you see that big word underneath the Phoenix?
So.
Will you say it? Say the word. Say the word, Bruce. Make the noise.
Yuck.
That's called onomatopoeia. Now you make. Come on, give it some heart, Bruce. What are you doing, man? Say it.
Get out of here. What do you want? A puppet?
I want you to go. I want you to.
You think I'm on a string for you over here?
I want you
He
to.
wants you to get poetic, mother trucker.
Yeah, just be like, screw Mark. That's all you got to do.
Damn, where's the goddamn heart?
Where's the passion for your? Where's the passion for your passion?
I'll send you a link. I'll give you plenty of entertainment over there.
Wow.
He's a dead fish.
It's like I got your entertainment over here. I love it.
Yeah. I saw
Hang
it.
it.
I saw it over here.
At the end of the day,
I'm scrocking here.
Yeah.
All right,
See, you brought out the New York and you brought out the passion. You asked for passion, you got it.
I'm squawking here.
I'm peeing over here. What are you looking at? Come on.
I'm so glad I don't sound like that anymore. Man, I had to make myself. I had to beat that out of myself. That I used to have like such a thick Italian accent, a Midwest accent.
It's a Brooklyn accent. That's not an
I still think I have it. Bullshit. It's not. Yeah. It's Brooklyn for sure, but it's also very Italian. Have you ever talked to an Italian from Brooklyn? Okay. Yeah, of course you have.
I've really? Come on. Sunday dinner, 7-course meal, gelato for dessert. Come on.
I'm sure if we piss you off, it'll come out.
Isn't that where Dom's from? Dom's Brooklyn.
Quality.
No, Dom grew up Bronx.
Bronx?
Yeah. He's from the Bronx.
I'm sure if we piss you off, it'll still come out.
It will. It does.
Oh yeah.
These fucking New Yorkers.
Earlier on Sundays, I do a live stream with a guy who currently lives in the Bay Area of California, but he grew up in Texas. And when he gets pissed off, that Southern boy comes right out, and it's really entertaining to hear.
Oh, is he really from Spanish Harlem? Like, no joke?
No, he's from Texas.
He grew up.
Sorry.
No, Dom.
I'm talking about Dom.
Yeah.
Dom's from
Dom,
Spanish
yes.
Harlem?
Yeah, when he was younger, he grew up near Spanish Harlem.
Wow. How do you solve a problem like Maria?
I guess I don't know Dom as good as I thought I knew. But this is a good read so far. If you love Gatchaman or Battle of the Planets or whatever you watch, it's a great comic.
It's a good comic. I guess I just enjoy the animated series a lot more, and it just makes me like, I'd rather just be watching this animated. But it's a good comic.
Bronx, Spanish Harlem, close enough. I agree. Next book, Absolute Power number 2. Most 80% of the superheroes have lost their powers, and they're the Resistance fighting Amanda Waller. I thought it was enjoyable. I thought it's been pretty good. And seeing John Kent as a cyborg type Superman, pretty good.
They've been together too damn long for Batman to call Superman when he's talking to him. I don't know why that threw me off in the book. I was like, just call him Cal and just move on with things. But when Batman is talking to Superman one-on-one and he calls him Superman, I don't know why it threw me off. It just did. It's like, come on, this is like, it's a very tense moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're backed into a corner. So many of their people were all fucked up and lost powers or gone or what, and he's calling him Superman. That threw me off a little bit tone wise.
Yeah.
Actually, I can kind of get it. Like yesterday, a friend showed up in a chat with their like personal account, and this is somebody who, like us, has a YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And at first, I'm making sure it's actually him. And he's like, "Oh no, I'm just on my phone." I'm like, "Okay, honey, can you switch over to your normal account because you felt like you showed up undressed?"
Like I understand Superman not calling Batman Bruce. Okay, but everyone knows Superman's Kal-El, so it's like you've known each other long enough. Call him Kal.
I think they were trying to show the disconnect they've had since they disbanded the Justice League. They really haven't kept in contact. They really haven't talked, and they weren't prepared for something like this. I think that's a way of showing that by him calling him Superman instead of Kal-El.
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
I've enjoyed. Can you guys hear me
for the first two? Yeah.
I've enjoyed it
now. I've enjoyed it through the first two issues.
I've been trying to say something like for the last 5 or 6 minutes, and nobody's heard me.
I should have known. Quiet date is never a good date.
I went back. Okay, so you guys said to read this second issue. I can't start a series that way, so I went back and read the first issue, and then I read the second. And I don't understand. Like, I'm missing some backstory here.
There's a lot of this.
Why did the Justice League disband?
Because of
they brought that up a couple of times.
Dark Crisis.
Okay,
they wanted the newer heroes to take over and be more prepared, and they wanted to sit back and just. They've been going through so much in their lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, like I don't understand the whole Amanda Waller angle. I don't get what's going on there.
Yeah,
this has been building for like 40 years for some reason. They keep Amanda Waller.
I honestly think they should have took that broad out a while ago.
I think they will after this.
I have the same problem I have with this a little bit as I have with the X-Men book. You kind of introduced bad guys, but I don't know whether you should be making the like Amanda Waller is, you know. I like a villain who you somehow can understand their motivations clearly enough, and it doesn't like if it's Joker, it's like okay, well, it's psychotic. It's just it doesn't have to make sense. It could be completely crazy and psychotic and nuts. But Waller, it's just like it just feels just evil.
Waller bounces back and forth, and that's my problem with that character. It's always been back and forth with Amanda Waller, and. Like, pick a side, lady. Pick a lane.
I think with this, she's going over the edge. She's done after wherever the outcome of this story is. She is done as a character.
Well, this Absolute Power's got to be done by All In, right?
Yes.
So when All In starts, so we got a couple of months of this, maybe. I don't know.
There's 2 more issues. I think it's 4 issues.
4 issues. Okay.
It's only 4 issues.
Plus the tie-ins.
You don't have to read the tie-ins, but not really. But if you want to know what's going on with characters that aren't in the main story yet, you can read them, but they're not necessary.
I was happy to get the very little I got of Mr. Terrific in this book.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. That was him going back and forth. That was fun.
I like him as a character. I like seeing
Now I liked
I like seeing that Blue Beetle.
I liked Nightwing taking charge at that one.
Yeah,
point
I thought that was nice as well. I like Batman
Fucking-
not being his 99.9% asshole self,
And
and
Bruce-
actually,
Hey, leave Nightwing alone.
Bruce
And I will
standing.
say this: it was
no,
nice
I'm
to
saying
see-
Batman when Batman says "my boy," when
Yeah,
when
Bruce going, "My
when Dick
boy,"
gives
right
his
there.
big speech. It's nice to see Batman not be the 99.9% dick that he normally is.
Can I ask a question? When the hell did Plastic Man get so ripped? Top right corner.
Because he's
I
made
was
of
like,
plastic, he can make himself
what?
ripped anytime he wants.
No, he doesn't have his powers anymore,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because he got the snap.
and he came strapped with guns, and he got his ass kicked right away.
When is there ever like a? I mean, most superheroes are pretty. They like to draw muscles. They don't like to just draw flab.
I
And
think they
then
should start
Flash-
giving all the Justice League dad bods. Just saying, just for one issue.
Why not? Well, it's not like Superman needs to be ripped. He can have a dad bod and still be Superman.
Oh shit, he's got what, 2 sons now that do the super thing? Like he's got John and he's got his adopted son Connor. Adopted
Oh,
son clone,
And you got
whatever.
you got the twins that they're taking care
And then
of.
he's got the twins, but they tapped out and went somewhere else, didn't they?
No, they're still on Earth. I thought it was great. Flash on a speed bike. Like,
Yeah.
I like the speed bike.
me too.
I mean, if I was George Lucas, I would sue the fuck out of him. But that's just me. No, Disney now owns the rights, but I would definitely,
Disney.
I would sue the fuck out of him.
I think DC
Yeah.
has speed bikes before Marvel did.
Hey,
Wars.
fanboy, stop it.
Come on.
Speeder bikes were first.
Come on. The golden age was crazy. Everybody had a flying.
Yeah,
bike,
they
all right?
did. Everybody, even Wonder Woman had a fucking invisible jet, like weird shit.
Yeah, and Superman could bust a planet with a fist. Now that doesn't happen
right.
anymore.
Superman had a jet with fists on it. I've got the Hot Wheels somewhere.
So I mean, here's my question:
Don't hate on the invisible jet. I got one kicking around here.
What did you make of the last few panels with Green Arrow?
I think Green Arrow was a double agent. Made it seem like. Because
Dude,
he's been a
that
complete asshole.
All right, I'm
That-
gonna
look-
dip. I love you guys. I'm gonna go say hi to. I'm gonna say hi to Perp real quick, and then I'm gonna jump online and do this race. I got an online race coming up, so
Tell Perp I
Hey,
said hi.
buddy.
Talk
I'm gonna
to you
tell
shortly,
Perp
brother.
that you all hate him.
Mama
Bear.
Perp knows
Mama-
I love him. Perp knows
Bye,
I love him.
Mama.
He won't believe you.
Bye,
Really
Mama
good
Bear. Mama Bear.
Bye, Chris.
Bye. Thank you.
There
I
you
needed
go.
that.
There you
Get out
go.
Get out already.
Oh man.
Yeah, but what do you think of the last pages, Dave?
I think, look, Ollie's always been a bit of a prick, but I still can't bring myself to believe he's going to betray them. I think there's a double agent thing going. I hope there's a double agent thing going. I want to hope that Ollie hasn't finally turned on the league, but he may have. I don't know.
I was
Yeah.
happy to see Dreamer finally grow a set and like stand up to a Waller. And
Dreamer straight up said, "Fuck you, Waller."
Fuck you! I'm doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
And
kill my
I'm
family.
just-
Go ahead.
I need a turn in this book at some point because we're at the point of like, oh, there's no hope. We're completely outmatched and overgunned, and
Yeah, we're at the halfway mark though.
Yeah. so I need that turn to happen soon.
And it needs to happen in the next book because we're only if
Yeah.
it's only 4 issues, we're halfway through right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and-
I've been enjoying it. I said
but
it
and,
makes I could take the best Marvel book and put it against most of what comes out of DC, and I'm still probably going to like what's coming out of DC more. Than what's coming
I've
out of
watched, YouTubers here and there
Blood
that
hunt. Cough, cough.
a certain type of YouTuber that wants to say that the comic book industry is completely failing. I've already heard that Absolute Power is tanking, that All In is actually a covert word for that this if this storyline doesn't work out, that DC's done, whatever. I mean, look, I know there's no company that is truly too big to fail, but these comics, Marvel and DC, the pillars have been there for 80 plus years. I don't think they're
love
going anywhere.
I love the old sticker that says comic books dying since the 1930s.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a constant every 10, 15 years. There's the industry's dying, comics are dying. It's still doing quite well.
Oh, the one I love these days is manga's crushing Western comics.
The manga market is ridiculously huge, and it does publication-wise dwarfs comic books in terms of the amount of money it brings in. But again, it's not. People still read comics. The comic market's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, like, look, we watched the comic industry damn near tank out in the 90s.
Thanks,
and
Marvel.
It survived it. Well, no, DC was just as bad. DC ain't getting a wash.
Bankruptcy, and they didn't.
DC ain't getting no. DC ain't getting a wash. DC ain't get a wash. Nah. I ain't letting you do that. But
no.
Nah.
DC
ain't
wasn't
getting a
as
wash
bad
on
as
this.
Marvel in the 90s.
There's only one thing I want DC to do that I know they probably won't, but I would love them to. I would like DC to bring back Vertigo. I want a Vertigo line of comics. I can screw the DC Black Label bullshit. It's not Vertigo, and your weird size books don't fit my normal comic bags. I don't want it. Give me a Vertigo line of comics from DC, and I'll be happy.
I mean, let's face it, considering you can get DC stock for less than a cup of Starbucks coffee now, bankruptcy is probably not far away for them.
No, they're owned by Warner, so they got a big parent company that has lots of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fine. It's Batman. Batman's not going anywhere.
You got more headwinds.
Yeah, Batman's not funding it.
you got Batman is. I mean, there were
like
times
like Bruce Wayne's actual bank account isn't funding DC.
Oh, true. I mean, like I said, once they got rid of the Dio, which I still think was a mistake, they went into a shit show of a mess with Future State, which was a shit show of a mess. Mm-hmm. And for the longest time, the only DC titles that were cracking the top 10 were Batman titles. It was like, it was only Bat titles that were even cracking the top 20 of sales of all, across all publishers for the longest time. And they were just cranking out anything Batman because Batman sells, just like on the Marvel side, Spider-Man sells. I think they're coming back into their own now. They'll have good headwinds with the gun stuff. They're in good position to move forward. Far better than they were probably 4 years ago or 3 years ago or
the
10
stock
years ago.
for DC currently is at 14.27.
It went up. It was $6 the other day.
$6 for Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Shit, what happened?
Might be 702 the last time I looked. 702.
Last I saw it was like 6 and change.
Warner stock is 703 right now.
Okay. 9 billion overwrite off was all TV. Plus, you can't lose what you never really had.
I think DC.
But low, sell high.
I think DC Comics is the comic arm of it is in far better place than they've been in a long time. They seem to be riding a ship with cleaning things up, putting out good solid stories across all titles, mostly except for Flash, because Flash has been pretty awful.
Oh, I don't know what they're doing with Flash.
But they've been putting out good titles. They've had great writing. They've had really good art. So I don't know. I hand it to DC. I wish they would go back to doing the regular trade dress card stock and a 1 in 25 instead of doing a shit ton of covers.
I'm glad they're bringing back the old logo. I love that logo. That logo so much.
What they should be doing is firing who's ever designing their games lately.
That I will agree with.
Yeah, it's a side of the house they have to right the ship on. But comics-wise, I think they're good.
Look, so many games these days have been so lackluster. I've been going back and playing old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I large.
I'm
Go ahead.
actually playing Call of Duty World War II right now, the campaign.
Oh God, that the one with
You
the
know, you're
dogs?
not the only one I've seen that said they were playing that particular game. That's the funny part. But I largely blame their real, love of doing the hyper realistic faces that just give off, at least for me, that uncanny valley thing. I don't know if it's like there's too many teeth or something, and they're also taking like these absolutely gorgeous face models that are used for these characters, and they are completely uglifying them. Like they see these gorgeous people, and it's almost like they go, well, let's fix that.
Well, that's more of a societal thing than anything else.
Well, it's something that's being pushed heavily in the Western gaming industry, but those that are designed out in the East, like China, Japan, Korea, they're coming out with these gorgeous characters,
They
male and
actually
female.
they actually had a
And
problem with that a while back with a game on the eastern side even, and it took people that were going to buy the game to basically raise a stink about it for them to go back and fix that problem.
No, I know, I know. There's always
Stellar
some
Blade.
that are in the Stellar Blade. I know that. Yeah, the Hoyaverse. That's always being, whined about over here, but the majority of their players are in Asia,
Yeah, definitely.
so it's not like they're really going to listen to anything that's being whined over here.
Yeah, but they're fixing it. I mean, like Stellar Blade, that like a lot of people like raised a
Well,
stink, and Stellar Blade has
The
fixed
the
the
st-
Was
the
problem.
that game
Stellar
any good?
Stellar game is actually Stellar Blade is really good. The Stellar Blade thing is because they were actually what's the word I'm looking for? They were covering up parts of her suits that were unnecessarily, like
But wasn't the
they
whole thing
actually
with
went
that?
overboard with the censorship.
But wasn't
Yeah,
the whole thing with that company is they took those costumes and put them behind a paywall for downloadable content for later?
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah,
And
so it's not. It
some
wasn't.
of them you actually had to play through and earn. Maki did the entire thing. He actually put up Ultimate Bunny for you at the end of the stream.
Oh, I had left. I was getting ready for the show.
No, no, I didn't have the heart to tell him.
All right, let's move on to the next book. Joe's favorite book, Uncanny X-Men #1.
It's a cute outfit, at least.
I enjoyed
I
the
actually
first half.
enjoyed this book.
No, again,
It
villain
was
issue.
long.
Who quotes?
Yeah, Joe sounds like he really enjoyed it.
Who quotes Solzhenitsyn and takes the bad part of what the Soviets did and was like, "Yep, this is what we're going to be doing." It makes,
a villain.
I don't know. I don't like absolute evil villains. It's just like, hey, you got two sides. I don't know.
Well, the
It's
thing
just
is,
a little.
Joe, we haven't seen the other side of this villain yet.
I saw enough there to be like, okay, I get it. You're bad.
It is kind of hard to show off the cuddly, fluffy bunny version of the Russians.
No,
or
but she
create
quoted
a comic around vodka.
she quoted Solzhenitsyn and the Gulag Archipelago, talking about all the horrible things that the Soviets did as basically a blueprint for what she's going to do, which it just seemed weird to me. Normally, evil people don't think they're evil, and they don't think what they're doing is bad. They think they're doing something just, even though it might be something evil.
And I think she thinks what she's doing is just, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then to point out something that's obviously shitty and evil and use that as your blueprint is just kind of being like, I'm going to use the bad guy's playbook and do that. It seemed a little heavy-handed for me.
Now, what I want to know is what this thing is.
Oh,
What
that
took
was
the
from,
Fawn Girl? And I want to know, again, when it at the end of the book, when it's talking over them showing like the vignette, the last page,
Yeah,
when it's going it's talking to Charles Xavier. I want to know its connection to Charles Xavier. I want to know what this thing is. And the dragon was cool.
Yes.
I think that last page introduces a new team. Actually, I forgot the name of the team. It's mentioned in FOC. So
Yeah,
this was
it's
a cameo of New Mutants
yeah.
to come. I
I'm
guess it's
just
a
gonna call
cameo.
them
Is
the
this a
Fluffy Bunny
cameo?
Squad.
Or is it a first appearance, Joe?
You have the ones that show up when
If you
Wolverine
get a name and they have a line and you see their picture, it's first appearance.
First appearance.
when when you got Wolverine and all of them standing outside that guy's house and they're like, help us, she's chasing us or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's and poor Rogue through this whole fucking book, man, she's like, I don't know if I want this. I've called all other
Mm-hmm.
people and they don't want to do like, and what's up with Kate, man? Is she just turned into a
She went through a lot. She
Darren
turned
Krakoa?
dark
Yeah.
after the fall of Krakoa. She killed a lot of people.
Yeah. I was really hoping Fawn was just going to get scared and run into the road and get hit by a car. That would have been
You're so bad.
hilarious irony.
Joe, come on, man.
Joe is so wrong.
Joe, no, she's a baby. Look at her; she's little. Like,
Yeah, and why does she have horns and her name's Fawn?
I don't know.
Well, female.
Last time I checked, girl deer don't have antlers.
Depends on the type of deer. Actually, reindeer, both male and females, have antlers.
There you go.
And fun fact: the ones that actually keep the antlers in the wintertime is the females.
Yes.
Oh,
Think about Santa's sleigh now.
I find
City
them
guy here,
laying
city
all
guy,
over
I
the
know
place
this
out
stuff.
here.
Yeah.
But I will say this: the part with the little boy in the hospital got to me.
Oh, that
I'm
was
like, that was
it got to Rogue too. Apparently,
that was such a good part of the book.
yeah, it was good. And I'm just glad the kid's family.
He's sensing the boy's about to have a seizure or a stroke and die. I was just like,
It was nice to see Gail go back and channel her Red Sonja writing for the dragon.
Yeah, I definitely
think
the dragon's cool. I'm going to eat you. Was the dragon like mentioning? Was the dragon mentioning Dormammu? That was fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
I still don't dig the I'm just going to destroy all of you. Oh shit, I'll come back in a year and get that. And,
I will say this: when every time Gambit spoke, all I heard was Channing Tatum's voice in my head.
Yes.
I'm looking at the name for myself. Yeah.
By the way,
I
Degrassi,
like his accent.
I love it.
By the way, Degrassi,
I love the
yes,
buffet memes. Thank you.
they've been doing the QR code for all the new relaunch books.
Which I don't have to worry about because I read this shit digitally.
Did they do this with this book also?
They QR'd this book, yes.
Yep.
Ew,
They did it with this book, and they did it with one last week that everybody was complaining about.
And they did it on NYX as well.
Yeah, it's the one I'm talking about from last week.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
Here's a QR code. Where's my phone? I have a phone somewhere.
I don't understand why they're QR coding these things, but okay, cool, whatever.
I guess they're trying
It's to give you the
digital.
extra spoiler page. They get a little traffic to their, I don't know.
Hey man,
I
if
guess
it
get
pisses
more
off
traffic to
some
the site.
fanboys, blast it up.
I mean, maybe people, putt around there after they look at that final page.
Yeah, I get it. Like I said, though, I read my books digitally, so I really don't give a damn about the QR.
Oh,
thing.
they included the QR code page. I don't have to do that.
Yeah, they included the final page. Yeah.
Okay. It felt like a long book.
It didn't feel long to me, but then again, I was trying to rush through it to get to the show. So
yeah. It felt a little long. I thought it was over after the hospital scene for me. I thought it was going to end right there.
Well,
You know,
I figured the stuff where Wolverine, Gambit, and Rogue went out to that person's house, that was kind of the falling action of the story. Like that was the lull to the end of the story. But then we got this thing with Fawn, and then the others that showed up. Yeah, help me, help me. We're a bunch of young mutants. Help me, help me.
I got Wolverine shitting on Scott Summers, so that made me happy.
That was great. That was
Hey,
great.
leave Scott Summers alone, all right?
That was
I'm
great.
hoping that's not literally.
No,
No.
no.
Can someone explain to me why Wolverine had to
Wouldn't
put
really
on his
surprise me.
costume? to
Why
fight the
Wolverine
dragon?
What?
Had to put on his costume to fight the dragon because he's wandering around in just normal clothes for the most part.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's time to fight a dragon. Let me put on this outfit that serves no other real purpose to go fight the
Degrassi,
dragon.
no.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing that. You're going to
Yeah.
destroy everybody. Okay, give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Put on
Damn.
my clothes.
Damn
Let me get
boots aren't
dressed.
getting on nicely.
Oh God, my boots! Fuck my boots!
It just confused me why he was like. I'm like, okay, I see Logan. You got the hat on and the jacket and everything through everything, and they're walking up. And there's like this dragon. Then all of a sudden they're gonna fight it. And magically, he's in his full Wolverine outfit, and I'm like, where'd that come from? What's the point of that?
He
just
hopped
seemed- it
around
just
for
seems-
a minute getting his suit on.
It seemed weird and dumb for some reason. I don't know why. It's little things like that always just get me a bit. You just gotta take me out.
And the hit, the Mama Bear, the hit at Scott Summers was, they're sitting around a campfire, and Rogue goes, "We could head up north. Cyclops is building something up there, I think." And Wolverine goes, "Yeah, no. Imagine a community run by Scott Summers. He's everywhere
No, I
you
get
look,
it.
every step you take. I ain't going back there. Whatever it is, ain't the X-Men you mean,
So
Anna
many
Marie."
questions.
No, I get it. I know there's never been much love between those two.
Nah.
I mean, I will say, out of any of the teams of the relaunched books and stuff like that, this is the team I'll gravitate toward.
Yeah.
In terms of characters, I like.
That's what's got me dying. I have this image of badass Wolverine doing the little butt wiggle trying to get into the shorts.
I do, however, love this line right here, where Gambit's talking to Rogue as she's trying to walk away, and Gambit says, "Hey, maybe we weren't responsible for every weight overloaded on the world. Maybe we lived for a time without fighting." And Wolverine goes, "Hate to say it, but the Cajun's got a point, darling. We ain't the ones to fill Chuck's chair. Why do we even want to?" And she goes, "Don't you know? It's because of the kid, because of Harvey." And
Yeah, some of that to me is just like, okay, well, here's this kid you just met, who died. Okay, I get it, but it's a little on the nose. I didn't need the kid thing. I get the idea of the I don't know. It was fine. It was a fine book. It wasn't horrible. I didn't think it was great, but it's a number one issue. Number
It's a
one
good
issues
starting
are
point.
always for it's not an indie, so you're not necessarily having to do a lot of world building. We know the characters, we know their past.
Joe puts on a beard before every show.
Yes, I know. It's coming back. It's coming back.
All right, moving away from reviews.
hey, Joe, we need you to get a different beard color for every show.
No, I won't touch.
That'd be great.
If you watched my show Friday, I did show the story of the guy that used the hair dye that he had the
Oh,
severe
geez.
reaction to, and it turned
That
his
was
head
bad.
ridiculously
Yeah.
large and swollen.
Oh,
There's
that's
a reason why
won't-
you're supposed to do a tester strip. So
I will not touch hair dye. I'm happy to be gray. I don't care.
I do love that Uncanny X-Men Teen Titans special. That was a great book.
Yeah,
I
it
bet
is
you we could
actually.
find you a fake beard in a few colors.
No, not dye beard. EBS.
I would
I
never.
don't understand
like,
that.
That just looked wrong.
He
Like
dyed
that
his
whole time, that
beard
looked
black,
wrong.
and his hair is naturally blonde. I did not understand that.
I am perfectly fine with my gray. It doesn't bother
No,
me.
I know.
Lipstick, please.
Purple.
All right, moving on. But wait, we're gonna do Flaming hot covers that are releasing this week. But before that, know what the time it is?
It's another
Time for me to
giveaway
go to the
time?
bathroom.
You might as
Yes.
well go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Giveaway time.
Yeah, Joe, go away.
So we're giving away Silver Surfer 50 embossed foil
Embossed foil cover
cover.
from the
I'm giving away
1990s.
comics here.
From the
Comics here, free
1990s.
stuff. Hey, Jeffrey, congrats on your win last week.
Mama Bear.
Hey,
I was
Cosmic.
trying to say earlier, it was when nobody could hear me. When
Yes.
you were when we were talking about accents. I was raised in the UK.
Okay.
And I came back here to Texas because my family owned a ranch in Texas. I came back to Texas in like my high school years.
Uh-huh.
And I was asking Chris the other night when I was out there chatting with him, I was like, like, do I sound like I'm from Texas? And he's like, no, you sound like you're
No.
from the East Coast. And I'm like, motherfucker. Because
my
no,
my
what you
mom's
don't
mom is
know,
from the UK.
what you don't
Yeah.
know about me is my dad's from the UK, but my mom's Sicilian.
Yeah.
And my
Let me run
mom's
this.
family was raised on the East Coast.
1 second.
You know,
hold
they-
on.
Yeah.
And
Let's
the
let him
winner
let him do the
for
giveaway.
Yeah,
Giveaway
Silver
time.
Surfer.
It's not going to be Anthony Beltray because he won last time.
No, you can't win. Joshua
Joshua
Davis.
Davis. Way to go, Joshua.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
Just typed in the chat too.
Congratulations, Joshua.
What do you win
He
last
was
week?
here earlier too.
What do you win
last
last
week? He won a
book of some kind. I don't
A book.
remember.
I don't have the list with me.
I know it's a book, you dick. What was it?
I don't remember. Jeffrey, what book
Did you hear
win?
the you don't
Joshua,
remember
what book
part?
did you win?
Joshua.
Joshua.
You have too many J names.
Way too many J names. I don't remember what book he won. But towards the end of the show, the final giveaway will be a much sought after.
Watch him pull out something I want.
Of course, it's something.
And I'm
you
on the
want.
panel.
And it's-
Motherfucker.
And
know,
in
right?
honor of X-Men being released,
Oh, you son of a bitch.
By the end of the stream, it's going to be just Bruce around here.
but because of Uncanny X-Men releasing and first appearances and stuff, I will give away the first appearance of one of X-Men's most hated villains,
Motherfucker. I know.
Scott Summers?
Uncanny X-Men. Shut up. Uncanny X-Men 221, the first
There
appearance
you
of
go.
Mr. Sinister.
Sinister.
Son of a bitch.
Ooh.
Don't say we never do good things for the people here.
And
You
at
do
least
good
it
things.
wasn't. At least it wasn't X Factor and Apocalypse. I'd have gotten really mad.
And it's a newsstand for all those people that love newsstands.
There you go.
Aw.
So stick around for that giveaway later on in the show. Back to the show.
What are we talking about next?
We're talking about
We'll
hot
see.
covers that are coming out this week on New Comic Book Day.
Oh,
And-
the hot covers, the things that
Yeah.
you know. You
Yeah,
need to
hot
take
covers.
the things you need to take a shot for. Okay.
Yeah. All right. At number 10. At number 10, we have House of Secrets 92 facsimile, the Jones Beetlejuice variant. A little
my.
Nice.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, they're doing all the
They're doing
all the
a whole
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice thing, comics.
A little,
In
a
DC
little bit,
anyway.
little bit of Beetlejuice there. Yeah.
Little movie cross promotion.
Yeah.
And
Little-
so
Honestly, if
it's
they even if they
Beetlejuice
just
on the
put that as
cover
poster,
and the
that's
first
gorgeous.
appearance of Swamp Thing in the guts of it. Just
Yep.
in case people don't know.
Swamp Thing.
You're
I love-
awful.
I love me
Wait.
some Swamp
Yeah,
Thing.
he already got one. That's why he's quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I gave him mine.
Yeah, BK can't win. He can't win another giveaway. He can't win a giveaway. Promotion for the movies.
I meant,
I like this cover.
like I
a
said,
lot.
if they put this as a poster, I'd have it up on my wall. It's gorgeous.
There are
Yeah,
some
I actually
really
like
good
this one.
crossover covers.
Mhm.
I actually like the original cover to that book too.
I love the Justice League Dark Beetlejuice homage cover on the first run of Justice League.
I
Dark.
have not seen that.
Which one?
The Beetlejuice homage cover on Justice League Dark. It's not new. It's the old first run
Oh.
of Justice League Dark.
Yeah, some with Dead Man.
Yeah.
I'm sure Brucifer's got it around somewhere.
It's probably in storage somewhere.
He probably won it.
And one of those 50 or 60 comic book boxes I have in storage.
This motherfucker right
That
here.
was a pain in the ass to put those books in storage.
You know, every time I talk to Bruce, he sounds like me back in the 90s when it comes to
What?
comic books. Oh, it's probably in the storage shed. It's probably in the boxes. Like my dad and I, we bought out whole comic book stores, and we would put this stuff into like acclimatized storage in the long boxes and stuff when we couldn't keep them in the house.
It's a pain transporting that stuff, especially long boxes.
It is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's why I pay people to do it for me.
Of course you do,
Of course I do.
because you're that kind of asshole. No.
I am an asshole. I'll sit there and watch while people work.
I'm old enough now. I've learned pay people to do shit.
Yep.
It's far easier and saves a lot
Stand
of
and
time.
supervise.
Oh, that is
It's
a badass cover. I just looked up that Justice League Dark cover.
There we go. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was-
nice.
What is that? Justice League Dark.
It was around in the 40s.
40.
I think.
Yeah, it's something
Issue
in the
40.
40s. That's a badass cover. It's got Zatanna over there, and
You got Plastic Man doing the little weird stretched out face.
I never noticed Plastic Man.
yeah, it's Plastic Man there. You got Dead Man. You got Constantine over here. I like that. That's nice.
It
Oh,
was
it's
a
fun
realist.
cover.
That's another one. That's another one I'm gonna have to look for now. Fuck me.
All right. Next up at number 9, Darth Vader, number 49. The issue before the last issue, 125. New
I think
incentive.
you have it right the first time.
New.
Yeah.
Either way, it's new. So
Yeah.
Look at
Just
that
coming up.
Darth Vader. Look at that Darth Vader crotch piece.
It's,
He's definitely holding the force in there.
no one's kicking him. No one's kicking him in the burnt wiener.
Nope.
Oh, speaking of burnt wiener. Anyway,
Oh, jeez. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
all I'm saying is House of the Dragon, something that was said.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hey.
like a sausage.
oh yeah. Mm.
hey, show some respect to Brady. He was the original catfish.
Poor Aegon. Poor Aegon. That's all I'm
Man,
saying.
he deserved it. He deserved it.
He lost his long boy.
At number 8, Department of Truth, number 23, the 1 in 25 for Mara Incentive.
Holy shit!
Jeez.
This book is still going.
They just
Yeah,
brought it
they're
back
doing
up.
a good JFK crossover. There's a
Yeah.
good Marilyn Monroe cover coming up too. It's
Remember, Bruce, like a year ago, you had to start reading this book.
I hated this book. I do not like the art in this book at all.
It was horrible. It was horrible.
oh, I like Werther's art. It's
I was going to
Me-
say this list looks right up Joe's alley.
The story is
it's
okay.
good. It's Tinian. It's Tinian. Well, I don't know if Tinian's still writing it now.
I think somebody else is on it. I phased out after like the 5th or 6th issue. So
It was fun. I like indies anyway. I like different stories.
I
It's
really
got-
have no
it's got that
problem with
retro feel I
indies.
see with you a lot.
I've got no problem with indies. It's just the story's kind of like, oh, please.
I love the way this cover is composed with the flag and the red dress, and
Hmm
it's just
You got the
amazing.
whole Oswald look there.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the Lee Harvey cover.
Is
Yeah,
that
you
Lee
got-
Harvey?
You
Yeah.
got the guns, you got the bondage, you got
Yeah, that's Lee Harvey. Yeah, and that's his Carcano
woman in a red
rifle.
dress.
hmm
Woman in the red dress. Yeah.
This is a great cover, and this
That's
is
definitely some JFK kind of shit going on there.
a little bit.
Yeah.
So at number
Lee Harvey
7,
Oswald showed what a.
I haven't bought a Department of Truth book probably since like issue 10.
There was a pause in the series for a while too.
Yeah,
Like I
I
said,
will
I
agree with you,
phased out at
Jacob.
issue. I phased out at issue 6, so I don't know.
At number 7,
I might go back and start reading it again.
Spider Society number 1, the 1 in 100, not 1 in 0. Our German incentive. Sorry about that.
Now-
Buy the trade
now-
dress.
Is a trade dress up this. If you don't want to spend over $100 for this cover, you can get it for $4.99. Same art.
Now I might.
Hey, Wamba.
Hey, what's up, Wamba?
Hey.
I might actually, when I get the money, to go after this without the trade dress on it.
Yeah, I mean,
Beautiful cover.
it'd be a $5 book. That's
Cosmic said Tinian is still the right on Department of
not
Truth.
good.
Okay.
Still, I love that. The one that's gorgeous.
I
like that.
I want some Tinian stuff making its way officially to live action. So I've heard stuff about the Department of Truth. I've heard stuff about Something is Killing the Children.
Mhm.
I want some
Dude,
of it
I
in live
want
action
Something
or
is.
animation.
I really want Something is Killing the Children to do something live action.
Did you guys read The Closet?
The Closet?
No, but I heard the R. Kelly version.
I have the first 3 issues of it, but
It was only 3
Yeah.
issues.
Sitting in a pile.
That was a good a little quick story by Tinian.
Tinian's a good writer, and his stuff I think is infinitely
You know,
translatable to live action or animation.
I don't understand when he had time to write all these books, show up at cons, and lose like 200 pounds and become fit.
I saw a picture of him the other day. I was like, is he using old stock footage? And then I realized, oh no, he just lost a lot of weight.
See, I liked the Nice House series
Nice House on the Lake.
that Tinian did.
Well, Yeah, well, you got Nice House on the Sea now that's out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Nice
just
House on the
started.
Sea. But Nice House on the Lake was good, and I would like to actually see that get some live action. Like
Mhm.
that would be
Well, he
nice.
lost his stress and work. Somebody give me some stress so I can lose some weight. I have no stress.
And I agree. I agree with
Some of that
Cosmic
Hollywood
One.
money that he's probably getting now.
I
Let's
agree
switch
with
it down
Cosmic.
fast.
I agree with Cosmic One. He is the Stephen King of the comic book writing.
Not Joe
Tinian-
Hill, Stephen King's son.
Okay,
Who
Joe
who
Hill's
looks just like Stephen King.
look. Lock and Key was good, but Tinian's better.
Yeah, I agree. Tinian's better. I don't think they gave.
You
Joe
know, the
Hill
only
did a
problem
handful of
I
little
had
titles.
with Tinian was towards the end of his Batman run, it seems like he was just coasting. He wasn't trying towards the end of his Batman run.
No. but
Yeah,
he
he
still-
kind of
he had a
kind of
great dark,
coasted.
he had a good Justice League Dark run, which I appreciate. He's a good solid writer all around. Batman's always tough because you have to leave it in a place for somebody else that's going to pick it up, and it's not like it's Batman, so it's not like you can. Oh, it's an indie title where I can create my own story arcs that I'm going to kind of end out with my characters that I've created and have ownership of. So I kinda get
Tinian's good for horror, though. I definitely like Tinian for horror.
I would have rather seen Tinian. That I would rather seen DC give Tinian a Justice League Dark book than him take over Batman.
I think Tinian doing independent stuff is the way to go. I think for Tinian, I think he's just too big of a mind to be tied to other people's IPs.
Yeah. At number 6, Barbaric
Yeah.
Born in Blood number 3, the Howl Virgin variant. I love this cover. It's
I have
the-
3
the-
copies on the way,
the-
and the trade dress.
The tattoo, the moon, her just sitting there on the rock, surrounded
Okay.
by swords and skulls, is amazing.
The cover notwithstanding, is this book any good?
Yes, the whole Barbaric series is fantastic,
Yes.
Okay.
and the offshoot Queen of Swords is also good.
Because I need you guys to give me some shit to
That's your
read.
comment. Yeah,
I would highly suggest Titans Conan series. They're only on like issue 15 or so, and so it's easy to find back copies of that dirt cheap because there were a good number of covers on there. That whole series is fantastic. All the barbaric stuff, which you can buy and trade, because they got the trade paperbacks.
Keep in mind, I'm reading digitally, so
Yeah,
Well,
it's on there, I believe.
okay.
All
All
of
right.
they should all be on there.
yeah, I've been buying barbaric since it came out. It's like I said, it's like take Conan and make it a little funnier, a little bloodier, with some more irreverent comedy.
And this got optioned not too long ago.
Yes, it did.
They're gonna make a movie. Was it a movie or a TV show?
I'm not sure what they're going to do with it, but there
They
was
got option to make some type of project, whether TV, well, streaming or a actual movie release. But like most
And I hope
indie
they
stuff
do.
that
It's a fun
gets
series.
optioned, you never know.
I highly recommend Barbaric. It's a great series.
Number 5. DC versus Vampires World War V #1. Hamari foil variant. I love Batgirl as a vampire. I love this whole DC versus Vampire series.
Yeah, that last series was so good. I'm looking forward to this one as well.
Okay, it looks like Sam Claflin and Patrick Stewart to star in Barbaric series through Netflix.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart will be doing the voice of Axe. So
Yeah.
because Owen the Barbarian has a possessed axe that talks.
It looks like it's Sam Claflin, Patrick Stewart, Michael Bay, maybe in talks to direct. Barbaric is described as Deadpool meets Game of Thrones. That's that. Okay, I'm in.
What? Wait,
I'm in.
hold up. McFarlane is doing a MonsterVerse, DC MonsterVerse.
Yeah, they put it in the chat earlier.
Kong? What? I didn't notice that.
They put it in the chat earlier.
Holy crap!
McFarlane.
Yeah, the
What do
DC
you
version.
guys? What do you prefer, Joe? Deceased or Marvel Zombies?
Oh, to see any DC Elseworlds, hands down, all day, every day. Anything. I don't like Marvel events. I don't. I will take DC stuff 99 times out of 100 when they're doing that stuff.
You know, it's nice to see that little Elseworlds little logo at the bottom.
I like Elseworld stuff, but I've told you that before, Bruce.
Yep.
They do it. They do it correctly. I wish Marvel would take a hint sometimes with some of the stuff that they do.
Mm-hmm. At number 4, Batman Gotham by Gaslight. Number 3, the Kryptonian Age. Number 3, the Masafera variant. This is an open order cover. I love
Wait
this
a
cover.
minute. Wait a
Batman
minute.
and Catwoman. Woo!
The
Amazing.
Kryptonian Age.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The Kryptonian Age.
You need to
Yes.
catch up, buddy. Watch.
Mhm.
Read all three issues tonight.
You're about to say episodes. Same thing.
Catwoman. I have to say, Catwoman is a high society call girl, pretty much.
Okay, is
Just
this
a stable of
connected?
girls?
Okay, is this connected to the Gotham by Gaslight Elseworlds book or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Same universe.
Yep.
I love this cover.
Yeah, it's nice. It's been okay.
I thought it was Alex Ross for a minute, the way Batman is drawn. There we go. See,
Yeah.
Masafera has to be an Alex Ross fan. I
Mhm.
could have swore this was an Alex Ross.
It's very, very muscular chins. Yeah.
Shut up, BK. Masafera Linguini is very tasty. In the top 3 books covers for this week, number 3, Gotham Sirens number 2, Inhuck Lee variant. I love this cover.
Yeah, it's good. Harley.
Harley looks
Yeah,
so
God.
sinister.
Mhm.
Now I've
Yeah,
got to come out with this Gotham by Gaslight shit now. Okay.
Are you
Hey,
gonna
in case,
go
in
read
case
them?
anyone needs to actually be told this, if your girl gives you that look, baby, run.
Baby, run,
Run.
run,
You talk-
run far.
Talking about that, that's a keeper.
Run,
Dude,
run. Maybe
my
invest in a restraining order.
My sister,
a keeper.
I asked my twin sister one time what my problem, why I kept ending up with crazy women, and she was like, "It's because you stick your in crazy all the time."
Hmm.
And I was like, "What?" She goes, "You stick in crazy," and I was like, "You know what? You got a point.
Hey, Taladia.
What's up, Taladia?"
Hey,
She just saw Nightwing's PP.
Then the gun would beat her head. With her hands.
I like this with the cards and the crazy look. This is classic Harley. I like it.
Okay, I've got that noted in my logs for
He said run forever.
mhm.
I've got that Gotham by Gaslight, the Kryptonian Age noted in my logs for comic book stuff. I also noted down Barbaric too. I've got to go back and look at. Anyway,
I will give you guys a little word of advice. If your girlfriend or your wife has this look in her eyes and you ask her what's wrong and she says nothing, don't go to sleep. Don't turn your back.
don't
Run.
sleep. Don't
Put a ring
sleep
on
at
it.
all.
Sleep.
No,
Put a ring
Don't
on it.
sleep.
Put a ring on it.
no, Joe. No,
Put
no,
a ring
Put
Joe.
a ring on it.
Bad
Joe.
Joe.
Put a
Bad.
ring on it.
Bad
Put a
Joe.
ring.
Bad Joe.
Put a ring.
Stop it. Stop it.
Let's see. Where's the wedding ring?
Don't tell the young men that. Don't tell the young men that.
No.
Don't do that. Don't do that to them.
You end up on
Honestly,
TikTok.
when it comes to most fights and all of that, just offer some food.
Offer chocolate and back away. Don't make eye contact.
Yeah,
Just hand the
don't
chocolate.
throw it. No, seriously, make a sandwich, make whatever you know that she actually enjoys.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
half the time she's picking the fight because she's hungry and she's refusing to acknowledge it.
She's
And if
angry.
she
She's angry.
if she asks you, what were you doing or why are you so late? It's because she already knows what you were doing and why you're so late.
Yeah, don't lie.
Yeah, don't lie. Don't ever lie.
Don't lie. Just keep it moving. Say, I fucked up. I apologize.
I know women that can dig up information faster than the FBI.
Yeah, I've encountered those women, and no, stop it. Just stop.
Moving on.
Moving swiftly on.
Crazy for sure. Hashtag crazy eye angry.
Angry,
Yep.
angry.
Yeah, honestly, feeding is highly overrated. Is highly underrated.
Yes, don't forget, feed your females.
Feed your females, yes.
And if you're out with your boys and you're getting something to eat, you're bringing something home and you ask her, honey, do you want something? And she says, no, I don't think I want anything. It's a lie, guys.
Bring her something
Double
home.
your order.
Bring her
Double
something
your
home.
Order.
The honest reality behind that is either one, she's not aware that she's going to be hungry by the time you get home, or she just doesn't want to seem like a pig.
Yeah.
That's the honest factor. If
but
she's
we
asking you,
honest-
"Are you hungry?" She's
salad.
saying, "I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat alone because then I'll think I'm a pig."
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Feed your women and eat with her.
We have lizard brains. Like, are you
Hopefully
hungry?
guys are
Yes,
writing this
I'm
stuff
hungry.
down.
Are you hungry? No, I'm not hungry.
But we're
men have lizard brains.
constantly being bombarded with you need to be slim, you need to be. So yeah.
Every
Feed your
question
woman
should
and eat with her.
every question shouldn't be a Sudoku puzzle.
I'm just a sad, lonely dude. Anyways, I'm gonna go.
Yep.
Good night,
I
guys.
Moving
always
on.
come back with something. Although
Night,
she never
Brian.
brings me anything when she
Yeah, Brian.
later, Brian. Dinner with her girls.
Yeah.
It's a double standard. You should know this already. I always order extra fries. I don't care what she says. She ain't getting mine.
Dude,
Have her
regardless of
progressive.
whether you order the extra fries or not, she's going to get your fries. It's a given.
It's a given.
Take it from
Well,
a guy who's
Yeah.
been married twice. She always gets your fries.
I want fries now. Thank you very much. But
Fries.
all right,
Yeah,
number
well, you know what?
two.
You know what, Bruce? So do I, but I don't have that kind of cash. So
Same
let's
here.
move on.
And you pulled up the crazy
I
eye.
am in a I'm in a part of New York where everything is closed by now. Bastards. I hate this part.
What?
I miss the city. I miss 24-hour stores and restaurants.
What part of New York are you in where nothing's open?
Central New York, pretty much.
He's in
Oh, you
Amish, New
poor
York.
thing. You poor thing.
Oh,
You're
I'm
in
not too-
Amish country.
If I drive 5 miles west, I'll be in Amish country. That's how
I,
close I
I
am.
was kidding. Oh my god.
I am
Oh
not
God,
kidding.
he is in
I
Amish
can-
country. Holy shit.
I went down a road. Where was I? I forgot where I was. They were on the side of the road selling butter.
But
It's a
Butter.
beautiful thing.
I love
Have
that.
have you ever had fresh churned butter? It's delicious.
No, I've never had. I don't trust
I
it.
used to
don't know what they
make
put
butter.
in it.
It's delicious.
Then
There's nothing like
go
butter.
buy yourself some fresh churned butter.
You can't buy you can't just go to the store and buy fresh churned butter.
Hashtag
No, you
butter.
Yeah, butter.
Butter.
Skip butter.
Did I just say
Get
butter?
Get your butter.
Yes, you did.
Oh my God, I hate when I'm around. I hate when I'm around. Oh my God, stop it. Just no.
You should hear me and Dom on Friday nights going back and forth.
No. I didn't. Nah. Every time I'm around you, Bruce. Every time I'm around you, my East Coast comes out.
He's in deep South New York.
Deep
It
South
is
New York.
deep South. Ah.
Yo, are they playing banjos out there?
No.
Ding, 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 ding. They're probably playing banjos where Joe is, though.
It's funny
Yeah.
because some of these people that live around here, they have this. It's so weird. It's a southern mixed with a Canadian accent since we're so close to Canada. It's insane.
Oh, that's just weird.
It is weird.
I don't
All
like
right,
it.
number
It's weird.
2. DC versus Vampires World
Whoa.
War V, the beach fair, and this cover is freaking
Steve
orange.
Beach
And I
covers are
love
great.
it.
Whoa, that's a fangy
Yeah,
Wonder
and
Woman.
we're back to crazy.
I like this. I like this. Great.
Yeah, that's a fangy Wonder Woman. I
Get
don't
the
know if I
fresh
like that.
eggs too.
The double yolk eggs. Oh, double yolk eggs. They're so
I'm not
good.
sure.
The Amish have the best weed. What is wrong with you, Degrassi?
Hey,
They do have good bread and stuff there. I'm not gonna lie.
Down in
And
Texas, we had a Mennonite community out near the ranch. They make
Mhm.
good fucking baked goods, man.
I actually got a pickle recipe from a Mennonite mom. I still have it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I
Well,
love
makes
Beach
good
has
stuff.
been killing it with covers.
Uh-huh.
I was speechless when I saw this cover. I was like, "What the hell is this?" I love it.
Yeah, it's a evil what a name Wonder Woman. Yeah, Wonder Woman. Yeah. God damn
Yeah,
you, Bruce.
that cover is definitely bringing Hammer vibes to it. Don't touch this.
Hammer, definitely Hammer vibes. Definitely Hammer vibes.
And the number 1 cover this week that I picked, that I think is amazing, one of my favorite artists, Werewolf by Night, Red Band number 1, the
Oh, I
1 in
love that
50, the call incentive. Elsa,
good call.
Bloodstone, Werewolf by Night, a moon, a bloody black background. Amazing. I love this cover.
yeah, I do like this. I love
Dude,
the call.
speaking of Werewolf by Night, and I'm gonna segue this into something else. Did you guys ever watch the Werewolf by Night one shot that Marvel put out? That
Yes.
Disney
You,
put out?
you mean one of the best things that Marvel ever put on screen? Yes.
Okay, did you watch the black and white version?
That's the only version I watched.
There's a colored
Mhm.
version now.
I know. I refuse to watch it.
Now, they just put, and I say that to say this. They just, Godzilla -1 came out last year. They just released a black and white version of Godzilla -1.
I'm not watching it.
Mhm.
I barely like that movie. That was not a Godzilla movie. I will say it over and over again.
That is
Godzilla
like classic.
-1 was Godzilla minus Godzilla. Should have been called
No,
Godzilla
no,
minus Godzilla.
No, that's Toho Godzilla, homie.
Don't get it.
No, the
Go ahead.
movie was Godzilla -1 Brucifer in the theater. So
Yeah.
he
Got
gets
him.
my humor. I like that.
Got him. Got him.
God, I was surrounded. I went to go see this with Max, Rhea, and I forget who else. And I look around,
Bubba
everybody's
Hotep.
crying except for me.
I agree, cousin.
I'm like, come on. Like, I know the movie's bad, but you don't have to cry about it.
Oh, this motherfucker right here has no soul.
I don't. Pretty much.
He is Brucifer.
I am
Yeah,
the
man.
morning star.
He doesn't have one soul. He's got a dozen of
I
them
am
in
the
jars.
bringer of light. Bringer. of
Hey,
light. Remember that.
hey, look, you got to keep your souls in jars. That's the only way they stay fresh.
Exactly.
Are there any? I didn't even check. Are there any retailer? I don't think there's any retailer exclusives for the
For
Red
this,
Band number one. Which
let me check.
which to me means, and I don't know how. I forget how many
I hope
covers
not.
they have. I don't think there's a ton of covers for this because it's a Red Band. Normally with Red Band they just do one A cover and then they do a ratio, but I think this might have
Let me
a
check.
couple.
Stop ratioing my books.
No.
Look what they did to my boy.
So unlike that Jim Lee X-Men cover, Uncanny X-Men, where
That
there's
Uncanny X-Men cover is nice. That Jim Lee cover.
it is nice, but that book had like 9 to 10 different covers plus retailer exclusives and stuff like that, which dilutes, the scarcity of a 1 in 50. This, on the other hand, I don't think is going to have a bunch around it, so this one will probably be a little bit harder to come by, at least initially out of the gate.
Yep. I'm gonna have to stab my eyes
you
out.
hung out with Fuller, Degrassi. Hannibal was
What
still. Degrassi said he prefers the colorware what night he saw it with Brian Fuller.
Eh.
I'm
Everybody's allowed to their opinions.
I am a massive Hannibal fan, so I'm just jealous that he got
Wait.
to see it with Brian Fuller.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 open order covers.
That's a lot for one of these.
Actually, I'll bring it up.
Yeah.
You can see it. There we go.
Yeah, I guess I don't know why I keep seeing these and I keep thinking I see the Red Band and I keep thinking Blood Hunt, but it's not a Blood Hunt book. It's just the series itself. So
We got this
that makes
cover.
sense.
We got the call. Then we got the
Disco.
Dazzler Disco variant. Then we got this Marcos.
Nice.
Then we got the Raza. I like.
Ooh, I like that Raza.
I
Yeah,
like the
Raza's
Raza.
nice.
Now I want to go watch Silver Bullet. Damn it.
You would, you sick fuck.
And then the Saturday morning variants.
I actually like it.
Yeah,
I know
that's
you
that's
would.
cool. That's
Truthfully,
cool.
of all the Saturday morning variants
the
that
best
they've
one.
had, this has been the best one.
And I think is that it.
Okay, so
That one. Which
Oh,
is,
nice.
This is Fernandez Davila.
Is that Deadpool?
Deadpool. Looks like Deadpool. I can't tell.
Oh no, it's got long hair. It's not Deadpool.
oh, they're dumping Deadpool.
I don't know who
and
that's
everything
supposed to be.
He's gonna
What
yank
covers?
somebody's head off there. He's gonna yank somebody's head off there.
now. So that might be a little findable. No, it's going to be
Every
hot.
now and then you feel like taking somebody's head off. Sorry, Joe.
I think I ordered this. I'm not sure.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
So-
I usually do it with a. Oh, never mind. I
Verbally?
was saying that out loud. Well, I was gonna say a Dremel, but
It's not Deadpool. All right. And now it's time for some video game sales. We're going to fly through these. It's getting late.
we're gonna
Yep.
fly.
Now we got Super Mario 64 WADA 8.5 Very Fine Plus, released
Yo.
in 1996, sold for $4,250.
That's a spicy meatball.
It's a me, Mario.
It's a me, Mario.
Yeah.
That's about
You know what
right.
he said to
Boy,
Peach
still
when they broke
valuable.
up, right?
What?
It's not to you. It's a me, Mario. My daughter told me that one.
That's great.
It's not you, it's me, Mario.
All right. Then we have Legend of Zelda 4 Swords, 9.8 CGC, sold for $1,125 on GameCube. I never played this game, never cared about it.
I haven't played
Then
this
we
version.
have
Yeah, well,
My
you also
favorite-
don't care about Godzilla
I
either.
loved that game.
my favorite game of all time.
I know, right?
I put in
Legend of Dragoon.
200 hours into this game when it came out in 1999.
Me and my girlfriend, we
9.6.
double teamed it.
$537.96. And if you haven't played this game, the female character, one of the female characters, her special move was she flew back up into the air, arched her back, and some black ooze flowed out of her.
That's
She's
That
a
was
squirter.
the first female we met. I loved the one with the hammer the most. She was
That's-
so cute and
that's kind of nasty.
I loved it.
This game was amazing.
She got goo everywhere. That's kind of nasty.
I wanted
She
to
she
part
was the
two of this
Dragoon
game.
of Dark.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dark-
but she got
Darkness
goo.
oozed out of her.
There
Yeah.
was goo everywhere. I don't know if I can handle the goo.
She's a keeper.
Then
Yeah,
we
she
have
was.
Kingdom Hearts Final Remix, WADA 9.8, $500. What do Kingdom Hearts love?
Never really played it.
I don't want
I
to
didn't
love
care.
it, but
I
I
didn't care.
did. I didn't want to love it, but I did.
You probably would have. And then we have Perks Adventure CGC 9.8 on Sega Saturn, sold for $475. Damn Sega Saturn games and big key.
Sega Saturn.
I
I'm
miss
waiting
the
for the
Sega.
day. I'm waiting for the day where you're doing one of these slideshows and you bust out some TurboGrafx 16 stuff.
I think I did one on TurboGrafx 16. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was just like a cardboard card that the games were, you know.
And let me just do this for a second. Make sure we have one more section, but make sure you type Joker in. I gotta do a little maneuvering on my slides to get it ready. So type in Joker into the chat for the last giveaway.
And make sure and everybody remember, make sure you feed your hangry females.
And make sure you like, subscribe, and comment if you're watching on the rewind. So we're up to Ultimate FOC. After this, we will be giving away. Final giveaway will be Uncanny X-Men 221 newsstand, first appearance of Mr. Sinister. So make sure you have Joker in the chat.
You better have Lady
Yeah.
Mechanica books on this FOC.
And you're actually in the chat.
You must be here to win.
Mhm.
You have 10 seconds to answer once it's drawn. Ah,
I
All
am I was in the chat.
you don't count. All
Yeah, neither one of us count now.
FOC for this week, we have
Oh hey,
Batman
That-
152, the Scott 85th
Gorgeous.
anniversary variant. Batman 152, the 1 in 50 Jones incentive.
Ooh.
Batman 152, the Keonis Beetlejuice variant. Poison Ivy 25, the 1 in 25 Bowling incentive. There
you
is
need to get that to go with your Harley.
There's a trade dress that goes with that. So if you don't want to spend the money on that variant, you can buy the trade dress for $4.99.
Yeah, I
instead
think
of
we need
spending
that one
$40,
with the
$50.
crazy Harley.
Right? It'll look really nicely with his Harley.
I'll have to get it for my bowling collection.
I know you
Would it?
will.
You want to rev up your Harley?
I saw this. I was like, Joe needs this.
I collect Brian Boland stuff. What can I say? It's,
Anybody want to rev up their Harley?
Remember Turbo Express? It had an OTA antenna and third-party adapter connect your cable converter by use the same.
Cool
game
points to
processor
whoever
rather
can
than
tell me
same.
what book that came from, by the way.
I can tell you what comic
Which
TV
comic
show
did
it came from.
It came from Batman the Animated Series, but
Yeah.
the comic was called Mad Love.
Really?
Yep. It was her in a skimpy teddy sitting on top of Joker's desk going, "You want to rev up your Harley?" And Joker threw her off of the desk. He kind of shoved her off of the desk.
That's when he
Never-
abused those days when he was abusing her. He was
I
abusive.
never forgave him for that.
Murphy versus Harley is still.
Well, he is crazy.
We got Poison Ivy 25, the 1 in 50 Fong incentive.
Nobody is
Birds
crazy enough to push that off of his desk. Anyway,
Birds
Joker.
of Prey 13, Ijikuri variant.
Mhm.
Birds of Prey 13, the 1 in 25 Mercer incentive. Absolute Power 3, the Talavera variant.
ooh, pretty. And these are all coming, right? These are all
Yeah,
coming
these
books.
about a month, next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I like that Absolute Power 3 cover. I've got a thing for Supergirl covers.
That's a great Supergirl cover.
Yes, it is.
I've got a weird Supergirl obsession. But anyway, let's continue.
Mhm.
Then we have Scarlet number 4, the 1 in 50 Chuma incentive.
Yeah, nice little trim
I know. Gatchaman 3, the green variant. Gatchaman 3, the 1 in 10 Dagado incentive with Ken. Vampirilla Dark Reflections number 4, the Perillo Limited Virgin variant.
Hello.
Snakes
Plains,
very nice work
and
lately.
Vampirilla.
I can
Yep.
see why it's a limited version.
She's a bloody virgin.
All I have to say is hello.
Hello.
No, it's real slow. It's hello.
I love this Chuma Scarlet cover. Scarlet and Storm Shadow.
It's
Great
nice.
cover.
It's nice, but it's not Vampirilla, so yeah.
Nah, I don't care about Vampirilla.
You know,
I
every time you say Chuma, I'm hearing Arnold Schwarzenegger say tumor.
It's not a
Yes.
Puma.
It's
It's not a Puma.
not a
No,
Chuma.
not a
it's
Chuma.
Now,
Puma.
see,
Chuma.
every time he brings that up, I keep looking at Vampirilla's abs and wishing I was laying my head on those abs right now. Anyway,
Moving on. Star Wars 50, the last issue. 1 in 50 Lopez incentive.
I actually like that. That's cool.
I like it. Then we have Star Wars 50, the 1 in 100 U Virgin incentive.
Nice,
Yeah, he's a virgin.
nice,
All right.
nice Ozempic face there with
Yep.
with Luke.
I didn't like Luke's face, but I like the rest of the idea of the cover.
I like that Lopez. That you. No, keep going.
I think this is ending with him telling Ben Solo a story.
Yeah, probably.
Fantastic 425, the Land Godzilla variant. Godzilla versus
Fantastic art.
Godzilla versus Galactus.
yes.
Why not?
Then we have Fantastic 425, the 1 in 50 Capullo Virgin incentive. Little
No, that
old school
harkens
Fantastic
back to
Four
old
cover.
style.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That
Capullo
harkens back to the old style Fantastic Four.
Capullo never lets me down.
I like this Capullo.
I
there's
forgot
a trade
Godzilla
dress
was
for
in the
this.
verse.
I'm
Yeah.
still digging that Lopez cover, man. That's nice. I like that.
No, here's hoping we can get Godzilla versus that Bambi girl from earlier.
Yeah.
If anyone knows
versus
what movie I'm
Spawn.
talking about, you rock.
Yeah.
Zilla
It's one of my
versus
favorite
Galactus,
movies.
Cool cover.
You'll
we
have to kill
have-
me in later after the show.
Literally
Spider-Man
Bambi
Reign
versus
2,
Godzilla.
number 2, the 1 in 100 Andrews incentive. Old Man Spider-Man versus Old Man Miles.
I don't understand the whole
Peter,
weird
Old Man
the
Peter
outfit.
versus Old Man Miles. Damn it.
Old man.
Then we
Peters.
have-
Great geezer fight.
Captain America 13, the Noto Godzilla variant. Ghost Spider number 5, the Lee Godzilla variant. Moon Knight number 9, the Clark Godzilla variant.
I was gonna say if you didn't say Godzilla on that one, I would have added it on anyway.
God, Godzilla's everywhere right now. What the hell, man?
All right.
They always do their cross promotion where they throw everything on every title, even though it has nothing to do with the Guts of the
Not in
book.
the book. Not in the book. Keep abusing Peter.
Keep abusing your Peter.
Ah,
Nah.
there we got Uncanny X-Men #1, the second print, 1 in 25, Marquez Incentive.
Nice.
No, and it's got the new hero. Whoa! What's up with Horse Girl there? Jesus Christ!
I like the horse. I like
Slow down, honey. Slow down.
the Uncanny X-Men #2, the Baldian Godzilla variant. Another Godzilla
It's Rogan Godzilla.
Yes.
You know, when I was
I would
in
love to see Rogue touch Godzilla and get his powers.
when I was in university, I had a friend who was into Vor. He would dig that comic, but he'd want Godzilla to have Rogue in his mouth. Anyway,
All
You
right.
know, I would be
Next.
tempted on getting it just to see if Rogue touches Godzilla.
We have
ooh,
Uncanny X-Men #2, the 1 in 25 Mercado Incentive.
It is a good
We
one.
have a homage to giant size X-Men.
yeah, sort of,
Kind of.
kinda.
It's on
So it's whichever one comes out first will be their first appearance. Even though the first appearance is in Uncanny X-Men #1, because they said their name.
And all I have to say about the Godzilla cover is Godzilla screaming, "Don't touch me like that! I'm not that kind of girl."
Conan the Barbarian, Battle Blackstone #1, the Tony Fleeks variant. I like this.
Oh, it's a cartoon Conan.
I like it.
It's
I'm
Conan
just
has
glad it
been
didn't
a
have some Godzilla
phenomenal,
variant.
phenomenal series for Titan. It's so good. It harkens back to the Robert E. Howard original Conan. It's extremely well written. The art's beautiful inside. It's not cartoony like this cover. And also Savage Sword of Conan, which is magazine size, has been fantastic as well. Jason Aaron's going to run a 2-issue.
Wasn't Savage originally done by Marvel?
Yes, they had the magazine. Yes,
Yeah, that's what I
Savage.
thought. Yeah.
So Titan's doing it now, and the magazine quality is very poor in terms of the cover quality of the paper, but if you're a Conan fan, it's fantastic in like black and white interior stories, stuff like that. But the art is phenomenal. The stories are phenomenal. It's it's good.
Hey,
I couldn't
man,
be more pleased where the Conan title fell with Titan.
being a transplanted Texan, anything that harkens back to Robert E. Howard is a good thing.
Yeah, it's they do Conan justice and they do Howard justice.
Being as he was a Texas boy.
Comic Embrace says Titans Comics is killing the series. Jacob McKenzie says Conan needs another live action movie.
I agree.
Starring Ryan Gosling.
No. God, no. I will.
Okay, who would you guys want as Conan?
Shit.
Somebody I know nothing about.
It would
What's
need
his
to be
name?
like a young up and
Alan
comer or
Richardson?
something.
Yeah.
Alan Richardson, maybe.
But I don't know.
I
I'm happy with somebody who I know nothing about.
I liked. Okay, so I know that the Conan the Barbarian movie with Jason Momoa was fucking horrible. But I liked the idea of him playing Conan. Just that move that it needed better writing.
Yeah.
He's too much of a joke now. I can't take him seriously in anything. He's just too over the top, jokey and ridiculous.
Jokey.
That's part of who he is.
Fast
If you've seen him in
Furious.
interviews, he's like a golden retriever.
I
He
know,
really is.
but it's hard for me to ever want that. Like I saw
He's
him
just-
Conan once. That's enough.
Mama Bear, you'll get what I'm about to say. He's
Holy grow.
that's what I was about to say. Gru, that cartoony Conan cover reminds me of Gru. But anyway, Mama Bear, you'll get what I'm about to say. He may be a golden retriever, but he's a really good looking golden retriever.
He is. He's an adorable axe wielding golden retriever.
Yeah. You know, he wants to play Dracula in a movie now.
Honestly, I'd watch it. I've said for
All
years, all you need to do is just say it could be a movie about paint drying for 4 hours, but if it's Jason Momoa topless in it, the
And he
theaters will be
takes
filled.
if it's Jason Momoa and he takes off his shirt, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh hey, Mama
all
Bear.
right, moving on.
See me after the show. I have some pictures for you.
We got Trinity
Doesn't count.
Special, World's Finest #1, the cover A, cover B, cover C, cover 1 in 25 Zulo Incentive. I love all his covers.
Okay, so I'm liking this book right here. I like the little one shot that we got with the
special?
kids, the special.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna like this book, maybe.
No,
I will
just-
load up on Trinity every time. I think it's a character that's going to stay for a while.
But my favorite cover out of all of these is the next
Good.
one. The 1 in 50
There it
Sowie Incentive.
Ooh,
That is the
I
winner.
pretty,
love this cover.
pretty. It's very anime style, but I like
Yep.
it.
That's Sowie. Sowie, to me, Sowie is like a more disciplined Rose Besh.
Oh, Dad.
You take what Rose Besh does and do it.
Hey, look, I'll appreciate
composed,
anything that's not
better.
Peach Momoko. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I like Sowie. I like Sowie stuff a lot.
All right. Then we have Plastic Man No More #1. Cover A, cover B, cover C, cover D. 1 in 20. Well, cover D is 125 Boss Incentive. It's gonna be a
I
black
don't.
label.
Look
Mhm.
here. I don't
More
want.
adult.
Oh, that's a black label. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I'll
Because this
think about it.
absolute power thing, where none of the heroes have powers, I don't want to. I don't want to read a bunch of hero books with no hero powers. I'm sorry. I
No,
just
this
don't.
is completely
what's
separate.
the point of that? You
Se-
might as well go to
so
Comic Con to see
separate.
that.
This is a separate one-off.
Ah,
This
okay,
is not
this is
part of-
this
not
is
part of
DC
it.
Black. You know, whereas Joe earlier crapped on DC Black, I actually like some of the DC Black stuff.
I'm not. I don't like
He
number
likes
one.
Vertigo.
I don't like that a lot of their books are odd sized.
Yeah.
That kind of bothers me a little bit. And you never know. It's like they're not all odd sized. Sometimes they are.
Batman Damned was a good story though. I like that one.
I don't mind. I just would rather see them spin off a good old floppy, Vertigo series, Vertigo label to be able to do more of that
It's
stuff.
been a while since we got a good Sandman comic or something like that. But with what Gaiman's going through here lately, maybe not.
Mm.
I mean, they just had John Constantine series out. They just had a Hellblazer series. That's something like that is perfect for that. We haven't had a Shade the Changing Man or anything like that for a little bit.
Yeah, but could anyone do those characters like Gaiman? Is my question. Because I honestly think Gaiman's gonna be on his way out the door here pretty soon.
Yeah, there are plenty of people. You tell me Tinian couldn't pick up one of
Okay,
those
Tinian.
He did
Tinian-
write. Didn't he
Tinian
write
could
a Sandman story?
Who, Tinian? I believe he did.
Yeah, I think he
What,
did.
Nightmare Country. I think you might.
Yes.
Yeah, Nightmare Country. I think it was Nightmare Country. Hold on, let me look.
So while you're doing that, we got Minor Arcana #1, Jeff Lemire's new series.
Ooh, Jeff Lemire.
Cover A,
Okay.
cover B, Lotte.
Like that.
Oh,
it's my
this is a
wheelhouse.
this is a
One in-
Boom Studios book. Okay.
1 in 10 Lemire Tarot Incentive. I love these covers so far. 1 in 25 Nguyen Incentive.
Love that one.
I like this line a lot. And we
Uh-huh.
have the 1 in 50 Mac Incentive. Ooh. The 1 in 75 Jenny Frizen
Frizen.
Incentive. Then we have the FOC Frizen Reveal variant. Then we have the FOC Frizen Reveal foil variant. Is that it for those? And then there's
I
one
like
more.
I like
It's one
this.
more of the same version.
Erica Slaughter variant.
They've been doing a bunch of these Erica Slaughter variants lately on
Yeah.
cross Boom titles. Which is fun.
So my favorite one is the Lotte. I love the Lotte.
yeah,
And,
I buy everything Tula. So
I want
Yeah,
to
the
buy all of
second
them
and the
anyway.
fourth one. Love those.
Mhm.
Tulaluta covers are always going to be
Yes,
pulls.
Tinian did do Nightmare Country.
Yeah, like I say, there are people that are capable of it.
Yeah.
I would like to see it. I wish they would bring back and just do a nice Animal Man series again as well.
You know, my favorite,
Yeah.
like, speaking of like Vertigo, my favorite is still High Cost of Living.
There was Vertigo was a perfect comic line. It had such good stuff. There's all the titles across Vertigo were fantastic, and they let them run, which I liked as well. You had decent sized runs for some of those.
There was they put it on a poster, but I believe it originally came out of the book. I can't remember correctly because I haven't read it in years. But there's a poster that had death on it, and she says, "I will be there at the end of the universe, and when I am, I will turn out the lights. I will stack I will stack the stools on the tables. I will turn out the lights, and I will shut the door, and I will close the door on the universe." Is what she says. And the poster's pretty cool. It's her standing there walking out of the bar, closing the door.
Nice. Then we have Avengers Assemble #1.
No,
Cabaret. The Smith variant.
Okay.
The Lyso variant.
I just don't.
The Disco Dazzler variant. This is not a lineup I care about.
I don't think I've ever cared about the Avengers.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna agree with Joe. I was never an Avengers. Look, people talk about the MCU and oh my god, the MCU's not doing good. The MCU's not doing good. Look, guys, I soldiered through the Avengers bullshit to get where I want to get to. Okay, so if I can soldier through 12, 13, 14 years of this bullshit, you guys can watch some shit. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
He wants X-Men and Fantastic Four.
Damn straight, I want X-Men and Fantastic Four.
I'm
And
still
you
waiting
know
on one
that.
thing.
You
Right.
know that because we've had this conversation.
Mhm.
Then we have the 1 in 25 cola incentive.
Okay, now
and the wraparound variant.
I may not give a shit about this stuff, but I like that She-Hulk cover.
That's a good She-Hulk cover.
Now
I
I'm
would.
I'm not saying there hasn't been stuff during the MCU that I haven't enjoyed. There has been some good stuff, but like all in all, those movies made people give a shit about the Avengers.
Mhm.
The
I wouldn't.
Avengers literally were C-level characters before the MCU.
I would not sleep on picking up that Marvel Studios wraparound.
No, that's a good
Those
one
are
too.
always Marvel Studio covers and stuff like that. When they come out, people kind of poo-poo them, but over time, just like the photo covers and stuff like
Yeah.
that, those come back and people really tend to look for them.
I know this sounds crazy because I've heard people shit on them before, but I kind of like action figure covers too.
I like action figure covers, but they've driven them into the ground. Like the stupid John Tyler Christopher Star Wars ones. It's like you have some of the dumbest characters getting action figure cards because they just keep going to that well.
Yeah.
And that wears you out after a while.
I'm digging that She-Hulk cover though. We're staring at right now. That call incentive.
Yeah, Betsy Cola does some nice work. I do like a good She-Hulk cover.
Well, I'm also like another thing that you guys really should know about me is I'm like a massive She-Hulk fan. I loved the Byrne series back in the day. You know, where she really started
Byrne's
doing
sensational
Byrne was
She-Hulk
good.
run. That's sensational She-Hulk run is still one of my favorite runs in all the comics. It was just hilarious and done so well.
I like the issue where she runs all the way through the comic. And she's bashing through. She's bashing through the
panels.
panels. Yeah.
think that is it for the slides for this week.
Ooh.
I would have
Ooh.
selected Lady Mechanica, which is also on FOC.
But
This
I
week.
did want to
Two
show show this. Joe. Well,
Very nice.
I was bored today, so I started cracking slabs open.
Yeah.
You can see.
Why do you keep cracking slabs
Because I'm gonna press them and try to get
and re-slab them and
and
try to get better?
higher grades.
Yeah.
So let me show you what I pulled out of the slabs. Azrael DCU variant.
Ooh, Contagion.
And what was the original grade on that?
A 9. Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Oh, I
there's some
like
bowling.
that cover.
DC,
There's some bowling.
This is a
I
9.4.
I hated that costume, but I love that cover.
Guy Gardner, Warrior 26.
Oh, hey, I owned
Fastest
that
gave me a
cover at one point.
9.2 because of the poly bag line at the top. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try a little better. I don't know if you can see it. Probably
Yeah.
can't see it.
I can see it a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you can see it a little bit. So I'm gonna try to get that out. G.I. Joe #1. They gave me an 8.5 on this. Bastards.
Oh, I owned that cover too at one point.
This was a 9.4. I'm gonna try to
I
get a
love that
9.6.
book. I love that book.
I hate
It's an
that
ugly
cover more
cover.
than life itself.
It's an ugly cover.
It's the
But
dumbest
a
fucking cover. You can't even tell what the hell's going on.
But it's
which way he's facing.
It's a newsstand, so.
Yeah.
This was a 9.4. I want to try to get this higher. This Spawn. What is this? Spawn 174.
Oh.
Pretty.
That's
Gunslinger.
Pilgrim Spawn.
Gunslinger. Oh, Gunslinger.
Gunslinger.
Gunslinger Spawn. Yeah, but I call that one Pilgrim Spawn. Anyway, that's Gunslinger
too.
There's
Spawn.
no way in hell this should have got a 9.4. This should have been a 9.8. Superboy 9 DCU.
It's
First King Shark.
The first King Shark.
So Superboy jumped the King Shark.
Yes.
This got an 8.5.
Or maybe even
But,
the King Shark. Anyway.
I didn't press this one. Somebody else pressed this. So, but this got an 8.5. Want to try higher?
Ooh.
Supergirl DCU.
Dude, that whole series, Funeral for a Friend, was pretty good. I liked that. I liked Funeral for a Friend.
And the last book, this got an 8.5. I was robbed. My Weird War Tales 93. First Creature Commandos.
Nice.
So
Yep.
I will update you guys once I press clean and send them back to CGC.
Of course you will, you evil, evil mother. Anyway.
So what have you all been waiting for? The last giveaway of the night.
Oh wow, look at that. I need to go fold my dishes.
So if you're not entered into the giveaway, what is the word again? Joker. For X-Men 221, first appearance of Sinister. And the last winner of the night. Oh, by the way, BK, since someone gave you a book on the panel, can't win this. Sorry, BK. You blame Stage for that. Let's go.
I had a madness to my method.
They still screwed you somehow,
appreciate
BK.
Well, I got a screw.
Blue Jay. Are
Blue
you here,
Jay.
Blue Jay.
There we go.
Is Blue Jay still here?
I gotta screw somebody.
Blue Jay, are you
Once a
here?
show.
I give him a 10-second timer.
I don't know if he's live with Max or not.
Max is away. All
I
right,
saw-
10-second
I thought his
timer.
channel was
He's
gonna be-
not here. I have to be fair, even if people
I know.
are friends of the show. 2. All right, next roll. Sorry, Blue Jay. And the winner is, God damn you, stop. Comics Embraced.
There you go.
This nice win.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Are you
That
still
is-
here, Comics Embrace?
He was here a few minutes ago. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said something in the chat a little bit ago.
say something in the chat so we know you're still here, because that is a nice win.
Yep, 10 seconds.
Come on, Comics Embrace. Answer.
10 seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nope.
Damn it, boy.
Next.
Okay, round 3.
Round 3. Fight.
Third time's the charm, or at least it was for my mom.
Oh.
I have 2 older siblings. Sorry.
Yeah.
There you go. You're the
Who do you
youngest.
want to give it away to, Mama?
I
Bear?
now know so much more about you, Mama Bear. Now.
No, I have to give it away because I'm on the panel.
Huh? You should have stayed in the chat.
I know I should have gone back to the chat. Who do we got? I'm not even sure who won. Did Crimson Terror win or?
Crimson
I know
Terror
Anthony
has
did.
not- the winners are so far BK, Chris, Anthony Beltre, and Joshua Davis.
Okay, give it to Crimson Terror then.
Crimson Terror, you still here?
Well,
They were here just a few minutes ago.
there you go.
Because I'm on the panel, I can't win a book.
Crimson?
Crimson Terror. There you are.
Yeah,
he's here.
here. Crimson, so hit me up on Instagram. Is my Instagram at the bottom scrolling? It's at Kingdom of Nerds _ If you have Instagram, I hope you have Instagram.
You see, I blame Chris now because he's the one that wanted me on the panel.
Yeah.
Make sure he hits me up before we go because somebody won a book 2 weeks ago and still haven't hit me up.
He doesn't have one.
And I forgot who it was. Let's see.
Yeah, Bruce was on Instagram. He's on X.
I don't. Do you have
Okay,
X?
Crimson doesn't have one. Do you have an X? Possibly.
You on X?
You need to set yourself up a Kingdom of Nerds email account there, Bruce.
I should.
Yep. I'm surprised you don't have one because I thought we needed one to actually start up a channel.
Huh? Well, I
How did
started the YouTube channel long before I thought about Kingdom of Nerds. So,
Yes, he's on X. Bruce
cool.
Kingdom of Nerds on Twitter.
X. What is my freaking name?
On Twitter.
Oh, it's Kingdom of Nerds.
Yeah, we call it Twix on here on the other show.
Here we go. It's actually at Brucifer.
To get them back is we can have
At Brucifer _1 is my X name.
There you go.
So
There you go.
there we go. So hit me up right now with a message, and then I'll we'll get that book out to you this week sometime.
Uchinata Utinu.
Well, I guess third time was the charm.
I could say so many things. So many things. I won't though, because no. I'm not that kind of girl.
Thank you everyone for hanging out. Hit me up on X at Brucifer _1, Crimson Terror. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment if you're watching on the rewind. And we will see you tomorrow night for Monday Madness, where we will go over all the good news from D23 movies.
A lot of D23 news.
Yeah, pretty much. So have a good night. Take care. And where is? I don't know where anything is.
It's around there somewhere.
Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you, Mama Bear. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Joe. Did Joe freeze?
No, it didn't.
Dick.